Even if any so low turnout or low voters turnout. That's the one problem we have in this country. Each time we call for election, and sometimes the number of turnout we do have or they are the we wouldn't want to hear the same story again. Because in the we have to come out and vote. Go and exercise your civic duty, your civic rapo unkata ono na adeba ba no obo ono na bankata na aka akoko ball because akoko premiership. You are bettering their own country. But then here we need to do our homework. We need to start doing something about our homeland. Very important. And it's by coming out during election, voting, and also ensure your vote counts is important. So these things are important. I will keep preaching this. That's my own evangelism. I'm not among those who preach anything outside this, but then I'm preaching that it will be better. Let's go back to the phone lines. Good morning. You are welcome. It's good to have you.
Good morning.
You're welcome.
I'm calling from 33.
You're calling from 33. Can I forgive? What's your name? And then
that particular side, I want something like any place from any display, the Kabutas card. Chocolate of them mother. You couldn't have them but now bank catalog. Now I'll you have chocolate the mother. At least you put a card, can the mother under the interested, they just go good.
If you put a voter's card, can the mother?
They will join the crowd. And all these things, what are you? Everybody was wondering, Ugunugu, you to be sad, you know, about one power, but I you know, whatever. Everywhere they come, they might just now go now, but now I can't come for it. If you move
okay. Goze, okay, from Unkwele. Thank you so much, Goze, from Unkwele. On our journey, some I bet 33. It might go for now. Well, you know, it might go for that area also. If I name that is a question, and the mother, what if you put it about? Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Tony. Good morning, Tony.
Good morning, you're welcome. Chisom Chinedu. It's good to have you.
Good to have you too, Tony. Good morning to you. Reporting live at Oboli Primary School, where we have this is polling Ward 7, polling units 1, 2, and 8. And I have with me a stakeholder around here. His name is Ezene Dozier. Yes, and he'll be willing to talk to us. He's willing to talk to us.
All right, we are listening. We are ears.
All right, isn't it from what I see here, a lot of people, is this the way you people normally vote around here in terms of voter turnout?
Yeah, exactly. You're correct. This is how we vote over here. There's always a massive turnout during election times.
And it's usually very peaceful?
Yeah, very peaceful. I'll tell you that.
Thank you very much.
I would also want to know if...
Just put him on to... What did you say?
I would want to know if voting has started in that...
Yes, voting has started going on. As a matter of fact, voting started before 9 o'clock. I got here about 15 minutes to 9 and they were already voting. And then the number of turnouts from the report I got...
very impressive. Very impressive
turnout.
Very impressive.
That's why I wanted to find out from Ezene if this is usually the way they turn out, because from what I see here, the three units in the Ward 7 all have impressive turnout compared to what I witnessed at Osuma and Jidofon Zogo Street.
All right. Would also the polling units you called polling unit 1, 2, and 3. And the
1, 2, and 8. 1, 2, and 8.
1, 2, and 8. And then the ward is Ward 7, Oboli Primary School.
Yes, Ward 7. And their location is Oboli Primary School.
Oboli Primary School. The turnout impressive. Voting has commenced. What a beautiful report. Thank you so much, Chisom Chinedu. We'll also hear from you again because we also want to know what is going on in other places.
Definitely will.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Very impressive turnout. The polling booths 1, 2, and 8. Ward 7. At Oboli Primary School. Thank you so much. Let's go back to the phone lines. Good morning. You're welcome. It's good to have you.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. morning.
You're welcome.
Honorable Tony Mbeki, good morning.
It's good to have you. You're welcome, Darurine.
Yeah. I called to know if it is possible for people. Okay, my name is Emeko Koyonzo.
You're welcome.
Calling from Obushi.
You're welcome.
I have some people calling from Unkwele. Is Unkwele among the people that will vote today?
No, I think Unkwele is not part of it. But then
Unkwele is part of Oyi local government.
That's what I'm saying.
People will know that. So that it is not,
Unkwele is not part of the local government voting.
yes,
But probably
so that explain it to them so that they will not misunderstand the November 8th.
all right. I remember one thing.
By-election. This by-election, I think it concerns only Onitsha North Constituency 1.
Onitsha North one state constituency, and then
Yeah.
Anambra South.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your analysis.
Thank you so much. I know.
That
Yeah, from time to
was
time.
your best.
Yeah, thank you so much. I know many people are hooked up. Remember, for calling, anybody can call to ask question, to make suggestion. But for situation report, it will be for those who are on the ground. But if you are not where the elections are taking place, you can call to ask question. You can call to make suggestion. You can call to appeal to people to come out. You can call to appeal to people to come out. Those in those areas to come out is important. Good morning, you're welcome. It's good to have you. You're,
Beautiful morning to you.
you're welcome. You're welcome.
I want to thank you and your crew and the Udala FM for live coverage of today's event.
Thank you so much.
They're reaching you from Onitsha.
Ezekiel, you're welcome.
I want to encourage those who are affected by this voting to go out and cast their vote without fear of anything. Are you getting it?
Yeah.
Then I want Mr. to clarify Onitsha North one state constituency. Does that need to do with Joseph Market and Man Market? Because there's conflicting reports of market closure. Hope you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So let everybody be aware. We have gone a long way to understand how voting system is done in Nigeria and those who are affected. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. For those of you who joined us earlier on, we took time to explain the areas involved. And those areas involved. All right, we also have Chisom Chinedu back on.
Are you okay?
Yeah, welcome. It's good to have you. And we know very well that for clarity, for some of the things, you can also rely on us. We've done that before. And then markets involved in those areas will be short, and markets outside these areas will be open. Good morning, you're welcome.
Hello?
Good morning, you're welcome. It's good to have you.
Yeah, Dr. Tony Olisa Mbeki. Good morning.
Good morning, you're welcome.
Yeah, this is the voice of Obikama, calling from Malaysia.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I want to ask whether Modebe, do you know Modebe?
More than
Around the West.
yes.
What local government do they belong? Is it north or south?
Remember, when we are calling on the areas, Modebe was not called. It was not one of those areas called. Modebe was not one of those areas called. So it's not part of the election.
Okay.
It was
Then
not.
another thing I wish to say, what effort are the government making to make people electorate for them to be interested in voting? What sort of encouragement are they doing? Government at all levels. That's another question.
All right, thank you so much. What efforts government at different levels are making to ensure that people have the motivation to vote? Can if a government in a meeting them married to vote? Civic education, civic enlightenment, and I think government has done that. And sometimes we've seen the NUA, National Orientation Agency. They have carried this campaign about voting, the benefits when it comes to voting. They have done that, and at the same time, even here in Anambra State, the state government has also done some civic enlightenment campaign on the need for people to come out and vote. Yeah, vote is their power anywhere, but we will have to ensure that truly our vote is our power by protecting our vote. That is important. morning. You're welcome. It's good to have you. You're welcome. It's good to have you.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Chimezie na boy Simpo we na abo.
Chimezie Simpo we na abo da rinne. You're welcome.
Anmanu ihe na-ekwu maka enwe onye jụrụ ajụjụ ihe a ga-eme ka people wee nwee confidence. Wee pụta ịtụ election. Hello?
Gaba n'iru onye jụrụ ajụjụ.
And enwe ihe gbara onye anwa.
Yeah.
To me, the only thing I get made able to build the confidence in the matter for the election and when you are now for now to the election, we're banning up on an election. Go on about to don't want to vote, I warn you on yours. But there proves to the moral of people if they be to vote. So electoral system I need to reform more. You can't last na 2023 and mistakes. Government at all levels, and by assurance in the to secure. Judiciary, our problem. Our custodian of the law, but they go through the correct some certain things. Man, I na funaka habo in high level. National orientation, put nyanya orientation at the end of the day. They get election, the electoral umpire, they get a minute to see where they have. So when you get that confidence with your task. It's like a preacher who go and went out and he preach Jesus save, Jesus save, Jesus was up Tagogi. In a live with that life. Oh, yeah, clear example. So Mabu Nemeria, that confidence that much yata. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much for your talk. And remember, government get men kefa. I want to go mother get men kanye. Most times I am also government get men ka, so government get men ka. I want to mother kadon kanye me. Kedu nke anyị na-eme ịma na sna aka nne kwa aka ekpe eme gịnị akwa aka nne ọ dị mkpa rinne da nna ka ị hapụ iche na nwere oke n'ọrụ n'elu gị na eze na-achịkwa n'ofuma bụ agaba aka ala eze anaba aka ala eze. I've always said it many times. Ka anyị megonu nke anyị kedu ife anyị kwesịrị ime anyị pụta etu a sị ka anyị tụke n'ife ka anyị tụke n'akwụkwọ anyị tụsị akwụkwọ a anyị gaa n'ebe a fụ na akpọrọ rizọtụ anyị tụtalụ anyị ma ife anyị tụrụ egosi anya kolokolo onye na-akpọ rizọt anyị gosi bụ ka mfụ n'anya ị na-egosi anya afụ na ife a ka akpọtalụ anyị esolukwe n'uju gaba na ebe a ga-akpọ nke agba abụọ that is ebe anyị etinyekwa nke ndị ọzọ anyị si etu a mebi ọ ga-afịakwa ndị arụ ọ ga-afịfa arụ rinne abịazie welu intimidation na nke egbuo na amalụ na osigo n'ụdị ọzọ bịa anyị ekwuba okwu ya jide gọọmenti na ha ga-eme ife ha kwesịrị ime mana agbọkwa na ya ma njide gọọmenti anyị ga-ejide gọọmenti o na-atafụfụta na ha ga-eme nke anyị mana anyị ga-eme nke anyị. Good morning, you're welcome, it's good to have you. Oh, so sorry, I think the lines are jamming. Unu ga-eji ya nwayọ dai unu arụ ọchị na unu abụghị obo. You don't need to rush it. Good morning, you're welcome. You are on. Good morning.
Hello. Hi, sir.
You're welcome.
Good morning.
You're welcome. It's good to have you. What's your name and where you calling from?
Can you hear me?
All right, call us back. Good morning. You're welcome. It's good to have you.
Good morning. I'm going to be the one of the small kingdom. Good morning.
Okay, Balogirinde, you're welcome.
Thank you so much, my brother.
You're welcome.
This is the Bishop Des. I'm meeting you from Awada here, Obosi Upper of Idemili North.
You're welcome.
So the Awada where I reside is the Awada of Idemili North, not Awada of Onitsha North.
Okay.
So, but I made that time to reach my friend who is in Onitsha North, in Awada. So he said that things are moving on well there. But I personally wanted to move on there myself to African things, clearly, so that I will give political information. So, if I want to go there, I want to listen to Ghana people on the INEC, they're on ground. There's a differentiation I got from my friend there. So, I want to urge people in Awada, mostly, and they fall into Onitsha North. Awada in political and geographical formations. When they more Awada politically, when they more Onitsha politically, when they more Awada geographically, So they involved should go out and do the necessary thing to make sure that the person of their choice, Nafa cast their vote to him or her. Okay, to her. Because, okay, yes, him or her. Some of them wine as upon Onitsha not to one can as upon. So now the community wine there were two parties in Mabon wine as well. So people should come out without anything. And I say I'm now again this period to correct all the ones in the INEC will make it so far. So that when you quiet the mind and zeal and the joy November 8th that is coming shortly. So I think in Cabo, a kind of preamble, a kind of mock test to November 8th election. At the same time, in the Anambra South. At the same time, INEC should use this opportunity to bring back the joy of voting into the mind of electors. So that MSN can go and say, I am way more than November than the pass of man. Thank you so much, brother. If I can be able to see it by myself, and if the program is still on, then I'll still get in touch.
All right. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's the encouragement. If I go from the look of things, from the report we've got, things are moving wildly. Things are moving, good, and then there's a good development. Good morning, you're welcome. It's good to have you.
Hello.
You're welcome. Please be audible.
Good morning.
You're welcome.
Good morning.
You're welcome. What's the name and where you calling from?
This is Christopher.
Christopher.
It's Muslim South.
Osimiri South Nasaba or Delta?
Because I will go again here. I will have a house. I wouldn't doubt some again. I can ask yes, I should be opposite. Not only for carrier now, it's so evil. I should need one. I have a try him. Because of the Kubo, the end of the have associated Rakubo, and yes, people or by Joga. Those are not here. Because on your Blapatrano, then out of the Tyrian Bianca. Yet the one in the Tyrian, I am Secampo.
All right, thank you so much. We also have to let you know that we have non-Igbo speaking people who are part of this process, who are also voting, because they are residents. They have a voter card here, so we have to also accommodate them. That's why Asolo Igbo. We have our brothers who are not Igbo speaking. They are also participating in this election because they have been living here. They have voters card here, and many of them are scattered everywhere. So we must also give them that very inclusivity. Remember. Good morning, you're welcome. It's good to have you. Good morning, you are on. Hello, are you there?
Yes, hello.
You're welcome. It's good to have you.
Thumbs up. From
Henry calling from GRA, right?
Yes, yes.
Oh, you're welcome. Go on, please.
As to it, as people. But I know nobody gives you. You try to make a matata to election now. Life of Pusina, if you're telling I have trouble, they are one time. I knew the doctor.
Yes.
You're telling I have trouble, they are one time. After the election, I have good to Aga to Tata, to Sianya, to the Leba Bonia. I'm one respective pulling boots. I ran away so and then it's so good. No Leba go good. With a car and a Leba on your blade, all the representatives. Nandina no Kitaya Party to Nava Poeta. Pafna never to a neighbor to her. But it can cause out of the Buddha local government, probably someone, and Mr. Apple Jubilee. You want to go? So I have to steer Apollo, put three, Sagan about going and what they passed, they will go Magomogan do it. Because Apollo. Talk, you want to get a full election on that no. Everyone was no mock test, mock. But every next among that for mock. How mock could you to some kind of thing that? You know, we really agree the honor. Yes, I go. Mock can metata. You will lay where's the honor. Malabi at the Yapo boy.
All right, thank you so much. Remember, etu esi ekwu na ihe gbasalo ekpele prayer but a personal relationship between you and God. Ihe gbasalo voting bukwa your personal conviction onye oyi mana onye ma bụ onye kwesịrị na ebe afọ. Achọrọ m ka mmadụ sị gị onye ọbụla nwere ike isi gị ga ebe a ọ ife ikpebulu onwe gị and nwere ife ga-eme gị. Afụgo m ndị bụla ama na ọ bụ na ị gara ebe a ife dị etu ọ bụrụ eziokwu ya afụ bụ amụma ụgha ọ ife ikpebili onwe gị. Enwere ike mmadụ agwa gị n'ebe a mana ọ ife nke nwa kpebili onwe gị and nwere ife ga-eme gị ma ọ bụrụ na isi nọ ife aka ikpebi maka ndị na-ebu amụma ụgha dị iche iche. Amụma ụgha intimidation sị gị ọ bụrụ na ị merọ nke eme gị ọ bụla eziokwu ife gị nwa kpebili onwe gị ya personal decision. All right, thank you so much. Let's also go back to the phone lines. Good morning. You're welcome. It's good to have you.
Hello.
You're welcome.
Hello, good morning, sir. Olisa Mbeki.
You're welcome. It's good to have you.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning. Where are you calling from? You're welcome.
In election Nigeria, like even the I know MCC, what in Yana, whatever I know could be that election ever. Randomly not bad. You can not try to have to whatever will put the
side or side or
so,
side is not MCC.
I don't tell you.
Which side are you referring to? Kedu side equal na bibutable ife to vote?
So here the phone came over na here na make it up over. Onye obra no no che audio to on e tepia. Because on your favor organize you, on your favor na ewi iwe. O will come election na maybe o say emi e. Those targets na ndị mmadụ ni go ka ha to the election. O will come na ha go go target we emi e. Because ebe ga be melu government election. One party win ita handa, one party win ita handa. What if na aye ni na wata kara wata. Nka woni kedi kwata nto otu ahụ papa. Eji ebite dere ihe election by now. Aya ka nta nkwuo. So you know kwa no chomara ihe ọ ga-adị na akọ na ya no no cha dozi kwa anyị dozi obere chori tuo. No na akọ na after problem. Mgbe na ime problem ọ ga-edozi problem a. Dito no favor ya, ọ ma dozi nwunye. Ọ bụtakwa na ka ọra n'onu.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your take. Good morning, you're welcome. It's good to have you. Also, sorry about that. The lines are jamming. When you hear that sound, that tells you it's jamming. Good morning, you're welcome. It's good to have you. Good morning.
Good morning.
You're on.
You're
welcome. It's good to have you. All right. Please go.
We commend you people, the Udala radio station. It will not see well long. They make I want even name. So did the man or even but a radio station. Because even most of the radio station then I go like incident report on a higher. But no more happen that we could not bridge the gap. Then when I commend you, then let's share my cattle. Ana m ele anya na everything ga-work. The system niile bụ electronic system introduce ma niile lụcha ọrụ ka o wee nye ndị mmadụ confidence na the future election anyị na-ele anya ya na-abịa that na ọ ga-aga nke ọma because any failure enwe na nke a ife ọ ga-eme bụ na ndị mmadụ a ga-ekwezi pụta ọzọ. So people must take it seriously na ife gbasara election a na-eme. Nke ọzọ bụ thank God na aka m anụrụ na-enwewe n'efu aka nke a nwere ike igosi ndati na sekuriti dị nta and anyị na-ene anya ka o si etu agadide wee luo mgbe ọ ga-ejedebe. So ana m ekene ụnụ rinne jisie n'ike. Darụ.
All right, thank you so much. Remember, we have accreditation. We are reporting that accreditation has started at Okosi or JD Junction. In fact, we know that very junction very well. There's a polling unit there, and I can see the video. The reports are flying that accreditation and voting have also started at Okosi or JD Junction polling unit. And then I don't know if I'm coming out, because there are those who are saying that they cannot even hear me, but I don't know. But then our engineers, I know they are listening. If I'm coming out, they'll be able to tell me. And at the same time, if it's network problem, maybe it's one of these network providers. Okay, but it's important to know that these elections, just like we have said earlier on, is not for everybody. It's by-election, not rerun. I've been able to, clarify the difference. Rerun is where there is inconclusive election. Then there is need for rerun to make it to be conclusive. And then by-election has to do with where there is resignation or death. In fact, that election or maybe in the past had held, but the person who was occupying the seat onye no bu ni obu na onwuru anwu obu na osizi na ikekwa na ochoro iga ebe ozo na onwe position ozo ochoro iga bo na ochozukwa elu osi na man lose ma na onwuru anwu, then there will be by election. And then in the case of Anambra, the 2 seats ndị no bia before onwuru anwu, Anambra South and then Onitsha North State 1 constituency onwuru anwu. So these are important informations we must take, and we've been able to also delineate places where these elections are happening. And people are asking questions, and we keep giving them clarification. And this is Crossfire on the Udala 104.7 FM, and we're giving you live coverage, the situation room report. That's what we are doing here, trying to let you know what is going on. And then we've got report from the local government on Onitsha North, and we also got report from Oboli Primary School. We also got report from OJD Junction. These are places voting and accreditation. These things are taking place in these places. So this total, and from the video I watched now, turnout impressive, very impressive. And then from what we got from Chisom Chinedu, who reported live from Oboli Primary School, where you have polling units 1, 2, and 8 under Ward 7. In fact, she said that the turnout was impressive. Okay, we also have in our studio one of our team lead, Udala, Akorede Brown. He will be joining me here to talk more about this issue of civic responsibility, civic education, the need for people to get involved. And I have also said, and I've also known that people are saying, let government do their own before we come out. Pushing the thing on the government. Do your own. Make us to come out by ensuring our votes count, by ensuring that electoral reforms are done, by ensuring that whatever we vote becomes the outcome. People are absorbing themselves of any responsibility. Akorede Brown, thank you for joining us. I don't know what you have to say about this.
Good morning, Tony. How are you today?
I'm very fine.
You sound very excited with the by-election.
Yeah, definitely, it's always the case here.
I'm new here, so I see it as a test role for the main election coming in.
Wow.
And just like you said, the government is responsible to encourage voters every year. It's a continuous thing they need to do, because it means you have to renew their interest every 4 years. You understand what I'm saying? And should we put that solely on the government? I would say maybe not. The candidates themselves are also responsible to encourage voters. I mean, selling great ideas, not promises, but great development ideas would encourage a fresh voter, a young voter, someone who's new in the business of election, will be encouraged to come out and vote. I must give credit to the management of Udala Radio. We put together a platform for most of the candidates to come and sell themselves to their constituents and other. And it's just pretty sad that not one of them can give us a definite reason why that didn't happen.
Very unfortunate.
Very unfortunate.
Very unfortunate.
And I see that as a culture we need to work on.
We must bring it up. Debate. They must come. They tell us what they are going for, because sometimes we may have a different reason. And we must able to extract that social commitment.
Exactly.
We must extract the social
and
commitment.
It's a two-way thing. It's a two-way thing. It also gives the voters an insight into who they're actually voting for. You understand what I'm saying? It's not just about the pictures, the edited pictures, the campaign, the organized crowd. It's not that. It's about what you have, the potentials that you're trying to bring to the table in terms of grassroots governance. I mean, it's a two-way thing, Tony, and I hope we'll continue to do our responsibility as a media outfit to encourage listeners to please go out and vote.
All right, thank you so much, Akorede Brown. Hope you stay back. Remember, at 9:19, our reporter is filing this report that there is nothing much presently going on at Okosi Road, but she just reported that election materials have just arrived and the officials have also just come. Probably it didn't start when others started. We're talking about Okosi Road, and then she sent a video for that. That's also that by now this happened around 9:19, and as we speak now it's 9:36. So we also want to find out from her again what has changed between 9:19 and 9:36 a.m. this very morning. So we are monitoring the development at Okosi Road, and also would also want to know what is going on in Omoba phase 1 and phase 2. I don't know if there's anybody here. We have our reporters who are also going there to cover up, because our reporters are scattered around every place, and there are those who also in Iyala. There are those who are at different places. But then for those of you who are living close around that area, please, we also want to know what's going on there around the Omoba area, because it's going to be part of places elections are taking place. We have a report from Aguata. Is also important. Aguata is one of the local governments on the Anambra South Senatorial District, and we have also been able to name different towns under Aguata local government area. There are about 13 of these towns that are in this local government area. Probably remember, we're gonna have a report, and we've got a report from that very local government, and we'll also be monitoring developments around Orumba North, Orumba South local government area, not forgetting Ekwisigo local government area, very important. Newi North, Newi South local government area. These are places elections are taking place. I'm understanding that there is a restriction of movement around that areas, markets, church, and so many things not happening. Definitely there is election, and we are told that this restriction has begun from 6 a.m. till 6 p.m. when election may be over, as at the time the departures of these materials, and at the same time the calling of who wins. And just like I said earlier on, some of the winners, they will be declared at the local government. That for Onitsha North 1 state constituency, the winner will be declared at the Onitsha North local government. But that of Anambra South, there is a designated place. We have not confirmed from INEC where they will declare the winner of the contest. We've got many political parties, 12 political parties contesting Anambra South Senatorial District, and we have got 9 contesting Onitsha North 1 state constituency. But our own here is to encourage you to vote and also see how that turns out.
You're joining a conversation on some of our observers platform. There's a question we need to ask, and we probably need to call our reporters on the field and find out, is the beavers working?
Definitely, we've not got that report that the beavers are not working.
Or are they using it?
Definitely, the reports we've got so far that the beavers have been deployed.
Okay.
That there's no way elections could even go on without beavers. Beavers it will be used for accreditation. From the report coming from Oboli Primary School, where you have polling booths 1, 2, and 8, accreditation is ongoing. There have never been any hitch so far. We have not had any hitch as a result of the beavers malfunction. No hitch so far. If there is any, we'll let you know.
Okay. So we're getting reports from independent observers on WhatsApp on a group that they are all together. So we'll come back and we'll do that just about now.
Remember, this is Udala 104.7 FM. Crossfire, that's the program, and we've got a situation room taking you through different developments across Anambra South and also Onitsha North One State constituency. Remember, we're also monitoring developments in the 12 states. Because Anambra, if you take off Anambra State, we have 11 states, so we are monitoring developments in both Kano, Kaduna, Niger, Edo. There's so many of them, but our emphasis this morning is strictly on Anambra State. And we've got a report flying in, and this report, each time we have this report, we must let you know about these developments. We have Ezebube Fidelis Ndodinachi. Okay, time of arrival from polling unit. We are calling, I think, Oga Ward 1 and then polling unit 008, and we are learning that materials arrived at 8:38. 8:38, and when we talk about Oga Ward 1 is in Akwata local government area of Anambra State, and we are talking about senatorial by-election, polling unit 008. Ezebube Fidelis Ndodinachi has just reported to us that materials have arrived at PU at around 8:38.
A big thank you to all our independent reporters doing their civic responsibility, monitoring the election. A short comment added to that report says that officials are set, security are on ground, accreditation ongoing, no issues as of the time of reporting. We'll follow back on that. We also got an updated report from Precious, who is also an independent reporter. Time of arrival at the polling unit 8:22 a.m. polling unit 012. That's in the local government in Newi South, Amici 3.
Amici
3.
All right.
So making sure the ballot boxes is totally empty before voting process start. That was
very important.
Very important. Very important. We also have Amebo Central School outward. Okay, this is an observer. This is actually another observer. Chinedu reported at 8:50 a.m. in Ewi South, Ukbo Ward 1. I hope I pronounced that right. Anambra State by-election as well. Unit 006 Central School, Umunuko. Okay. Arrival of INEC officials, 2 females handling polling unit 006. No security officials.
All right, no security official. That would be dangerous.
That's exactly why I mentioned that.
Remember, the armed security is to stay some meters away. Yes. But the unarmed security, those who are not carrying any arms, will be at the polling booth. They are on a polling booth. That's those who are armed. They will be some meters away. It has always been the tradition, but where there is no security, for me, it is somehow dangerous. It's not something palatable. So we will encourage security operatives. The report, we believe, will also help us so much. Hello, good morning, you're welcome. It's good to have you.
I am doing very well, thank you, Tony.
You've been doing great this morning.
I'm at Washington Grammar School, where we have Ward 7, Units 5 and 6.
Okay, Ward 7.
I see the feedback machines also seem to be working really well. I've witnessed it being used at Ward 7 Unit. Also at Ward 7 Unit 5, about 104 voters registered. All right? And at Ward 7 Unit, there are 655 voters registered. Yes, 656 voters registered.
Okay.
Voting is going on there peacefully.
All right. So I want to ask you 1 or 2 or 3 questions. Are you ready for the questions?
Completely, go ahead. Please.
All right, we are talking about the voter turnout at Washington Memorial Grammar School under Ward 7. Would you say the turnout is impressive or less impressive or average? What will you say?
I think
Oh, your line is not clear. Can you move around so that we can get a clear sound from your own end? I don't know whether it's from this end, but let's try. I don't know.
Okay, is it better now?
It's okay now. All right. So now,
Yeah, go ahead, please.
I asked if the voter turnout, is it impressive?
Yes, the turnout is impressive at day. It is still 9:46 a.m. and regardless of the movement and it looks like are going about their businesses, but they still make out time to come and vote.
Okay.
So I'd say the voter turnout is impressive.
Okay.
And I also noticed a lot of persons are still hanging around, probably to also protect their votes, because it is one thing to vote, it's another thing to protect your vote.
What about the beavers? Are they working properly? And then the police, the security, are they also there?
Yes. There are police officials on ground. I counted about 6 of them at Washington Grammar School.
Okay, and the beavers, has there been any hitch?
I haven't witnessed any. Like I said earlier, I did witness it being used at one of the wards, at one of the polling units, but I captured it being used as one of the polling units.
Are people excited?
Actually, more than one.
All right. Are people excited to cast their votes? Would you say there is excitement on their faces, or what's the atmosphere like?
Well, yes, I'd say there is excitement. This election has come with a lot of apprehension, probably because of the, would I call it the nature of the election, or the timing, or the people involved. But I see them eagerly waiting to see how it pans out.
All right. The queue, would you say the queue is long or short? And then the process of one person casting vote, does it take much time for one person to cast?
No voting, that's not the problem here. I have not witnessed no voting. I think things are going as they should, especially since we do a lot of things manually, Come get accredited, you then go get the ballot paper, then go to the cubicle to put on your and all of that. All of that isn't a seamless one, so I'd say it is going as it should.
All right, one more last question before we let you off from that angle. Is there anything like, vote buying or vote selling? Because we've witnessed that in previous elections, but we want to find out, is there anything like vote buying at Washington Memorial Grammar School?
I cannot exactly say because I'm not a voter, so no one, I didn't get to partake in that.
Or you didn't cite anybody selling votes or those giving money?
Those things are done. Those things are done discreetly. If they are actually being done, it's not something I can attest to being done in the open.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much, Chisom Chinedu, for that report from Oboli Primary School to Washington Memorial Grammar School. Thank you so much. We're also hoping to hear from you in probably another polling unit or another ward. Okay, she has been covering Ward 7, and from the report so far, very impressive. Thank you so much, Chisom Chinedu.
Thank you.
All right, Corey Brown, just got the report.
Yeah, that was quite encouraging, if you ask me.
All right.
And I think the beavers working is actually something we should be proud of. Nigerians were discouraged a few years back, but if it works, if it's working now, it will build up momentum come 2027. Don't you think?
Very well, definitely. And we are also looking at a situation where the beavers will be used to transmit the results.
Exactly.
It's important.
It's not just to vote, the process is actually to see it through and be the one thing that tells us who.
All right, I remember the beavers has other functions apart from accreditation.
It does.
It has the capacity to transmit. It has also capacity to collect.
Thank you.
You can talk about electronic collation. You can talk about electronic transmission. Beavers can do this thing.
It gives us a huge level of transparency, and I think Nigerians deserve that.
All right, remember you can call in and let us know the development around your area. If you are at the polling units where these elections are taking place, please do call us. We also have independent reporters and observers who are fielding quite of observations from different ends to us here. And also you can also call in to encourage people to go out and vote, and also make suggestions or observations even when you are not voting. So it's open for everyone. Remember, we give you something no other station will ever give you. Let's go back to the phone line. Good morning, you're welcome. It's good to have you.
My name is Crossfire.
Are you at any polling unit or you are calling from your home?
I am at the out, and I can tell you that the senatorial election here, based on what I'm seeing with my own eyes,
in the Newi area is going on.
Okay.
But the friends and brothers I have in Lilu, some part of Ihiara, some part of Okija, all these areas, nothing is going on. Maybe before 12 o'clock, I will know if anything is going on there.
All right.
As I can tell you that in Inewi, things are going on.
All right. All right. Thank you so much. But most remember, INEC told us that continuous voter exercise took place in those areas. So there was a report that told us that continuous voters exercise took place in those areas, and then you can't say if there's anything going on or there's nothing going on because you said you are not there, that you are in Nnewi. So we also want those who are in those areas. I can bet you I've got a report that there is voting going on in Okija, and there's also voting going on in Ihiala. I've got some report, but I also want to know the areas, the polling units, the ward in those areas. I've got that of Uli and Lilu. So I would also want to get to know those areas involved. Okay, we also have another report this time around coming from Aguata. All right. We also have another report as Wamma Chukwuemeka, who is reporting from Amesi Ward. Amesi is in Aguata, local government area of Anambra State. Anambra South Senatorial Election Polling Unit, Central School Amesi, code 05. Beavers is working, but only in 4 stations. One isn't working due to network problem. And this report was filed in at around 9:44 a.m. as Wamma Chukwuemeka, independent reporter, letting us know that yes, at Central School Amesi 05, that the election is taking place there, that Beavers is working but only in 4 stations, that one isn't working due to network problem. I'm really concerned about this very report, Corridor Brown. When you hear due to network problem, I had thought that these Beavers have been pre-configured.
I'm an individual who believes in half full, not half empty.
Okay.
You know, we have 5 working. 1 is due to network failure. Yeah, it's understandable. We will get better.
Yeah, but
those 4, the 4 that is working, we want them to see it through.
Oh, okay.
You understand? Yeah. If one is not working and they are being honest that okay, this thing isn't working, should we do another election or reschedule the election or wait and get another material?
That should be backup.
Yeah, should be backup. Exactly. So those are the questions, immediate questions we need to ask. What are they doing?
All right. That's a very important question. Remember, the Beavers have been pre-configured in such a way that the number of registered voters will be on that
very Beavers. Exactly. Now we say there is backup.
Yeah.
What form of backup?
That's another question.
Are we to say there is another Beavers machine pre-arranged for that same word?
Definitely.
Or is it an immediate troubleshooting act that okay, let's go manual?
Yeah, and it's important because it means that INEC should have 2 Beavers for each polling unit,
or an outlined, series of events that okay, if Beavers doesn't work by law, by training, by procedure, this is the next step of action, and let it be transparent to the voters.
I remember most times there was a time this issue came up, and then some people thought that if you allow manual accreditation, it will create room for rigging. That if you allow anything manual accreditation, people who are not even registered voters in that very polling unit will come out, and then it becomes something that will be suspicious. But people have always hinted that if Beavers fails to work, go and get us the one that is
working.
That they don't mind staying till 7 p.m. They don't mind staying till 7 p.m.
That now depends on the capacity of the electoral body.
Yeah.
Can they get a new Beavers machine in place? I mean, we have to ask all these questions, and as voters, this is why we need to all come together as voters and ask the right questions.
All right, we must also appreciate Wamma Chukwuemeka, who is reporting live from Amesi. Amesi is in Agwata local government, and just like we had before, Ezebube Fidelis Ndodonachi, who reported from Oga Ward 1. And then from the report earlier on, not everything is going on, but then we have the consign here where he said that one of the beavers machine is not working. Could it be network, really? From what INEC had told us, that network cannot prevent the beavers from working. INEC has said that these beavers, they have been pre-configured in such a way that they have this data already installed in them. So it might not really necessarily need network to get out this data that has been installed in them. Could it be some kind of technical hitch? Not really network problem, because I've told us network will not stop the beavers. These things have been pre-installed.
So it's not dependent on network. It's dependent on the operating system.
Thank you. It could be operating system
you
error.
Understand? It's an operating system error or human error.
Thank you. I think these are the
not well-trained officials who know how. I mean, it's just like a laptop. It's just like a system. You should know how to operate it. You should know how to troubleshoot. You understand? So those are the things that can actually happen. Look, the INEC holds the citizens a lot of work. They need to step up their game, not by just sitting behind that desk and putting numbers in papers. They need to come out and educate, train, create a new culture. What are the conversations? Are the conversations we need to know? How do these things work? In America, which you know, they use the postal services. Every citizen knows how the postal services work during elections, especially the older generation. They know that they don't have to go and stand and queue. They know they have options to put in their votes in the postal services. Now, that is even very risky. You know why? The postal services can be hijacked. Votes can be hijacked. Votes can be miscounted, but they've trusted their electoral system to the point that no matter how little these efforts are, it counts.
All right, remember, you can visit our YouTube and follow this live program, and you can also visit our Facebook. All you need to do is to search Udala FM, Udala Radio. Just search Udala Radio on YouTube and also on Facebook. You follow what we're doing. You can also drop your comments in any of them. We can pick their comments and so read their comments out if you may not be able to come in, and we have to also go back to the phone lines and then see what is going on there. Remember, we've got field reporters, independent reporters across different polling units in Anambra State. We are giving you what no other station can give you, and that is why you trust us, and we are giving you based on trust, and we will never disappoint you. Let's go back to the phone lines. Good morning, you're welcome. It's good to have you.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, you're welcome.
From Onitsha.
You're welcome, Maroke Chuka.
Well, Mr. Speaker, anybody who's talking about beavers is not working because of network issue. To me, it's a huge lie. You understand? But maybe there is a game they want to play on that particular polling booth because.
Oh, so sorry, we lost that very conversation.
I would like to advise.
Okay.
Let's not jump into conclusion.
We cannot jump.
We must be citizens.
Yes.
Hopeful citizens. Like I said, I'm the individual that says my cup is half full, not half empty.
Not half empty. All right, let's go back to the phone lines. Good morning. You're welcome. It's good to have you.
I'm Batmos. I'm calling from New.
Batmos, you're calling once again. Are you having your updated report for us?
What I want to say is this. There is nothing wrong with manual voting. I don't see anything wrong with that. The time we have manual is even better than what we have now. We're having a report that Evans is working in some area and is not working. Who will guarantee us at the end of the day, those that are working will stop working?
Remember, we've just got one report. No. We've got just one report, not all reports. All right.
Manual, there's nothing wrong in voting manually. Because what we have now, I don't want. We should go back to manual. And what is the constitution? Which one the constitution recognize between the so-called beavers and manual? At the end of the day, we have people having issues. If you go to court, everything will be muddled up. So if we want to use manual, there is nothing wrong in using manual. If we have security agents and people are ready to protect their votes, nothing is wrong in using manual.
Remember, voting is even manual. It's not even electronic. We must also really point out this. Voting is manual.
Yes.
What is electronic is accreditation.
Accreditation, collation. We've not even gotten to digital voting yet. So.
And I think we have to correct that impression,
Yes.
because we must educate the public. Voting is manual so far.
But I understand his fears.
Okay.
He thinks it's digital, and I know that when we get to that point, we will also have people who will not believe in it.
Okay.
You know, if they say you can now vote online, I mean, a lot of us will not believe it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The younger generation will, but the older generation might find it hard to believe.
Yeah.
But we need to also introduce it, because it encourages the younger generation. Look, like I said, in America, there is the actual voting lines.
Yeah.
There is the postal services voting
There is
procedure.
even absentee voting.
Yeah, thank you very
Absentee
much.
voting. If you are not,
So you see, there are different levels and there are different windows for you to participate. What we actually need is to achieve 100% participation.
and there is also in America, just like you pointed out earlier, there is what we call a provisional ballot voting, when the identity of the person or eligibility of the person is in question. The person will be given a provisional ballot to cast until that eligibility issue is sorted out.
Thank you. So you see, the government over there has given everybody, I think they vote in prison as well.
Definitely.
Thank
They
you.
do.
And we're just getting there.
We are just getting
You know, so let's call ourselves a third world country. We're stepping up. We will get there.
Yeah,
We'll get there.
Remember, I always try to mirror ourselves, especially when I bring the issue of Brazil. Brazil is one country we must also look very closely at. We started together as a third world country immediately after the Second World War. Remember, this issue of third world country started after the Second World War. If you are either NATO or the other side, if you are not aligned, you become a third world.
A third world.
And at the point, the third world was used to designate those who are having a bad economy. But that's where the war started earlier on.
Well.
But that's, by the way, Brazil is using electronic voting and is going very well. If not that, Lula da Silva may not have won the last election, and everything seems to be working out very well there. So, but the point is, we have rooms for improvement. We'll get there, but let's go back to the phone lines. Remember, we have Facebook, we have quite a lot of things going on Facebook, and then even on our YouTube. Let's go back to the phone lines. Good morning. You don't need to rush it. Take it easy. Don't jam it, because we know that many of you want to come in and make their own observation and make their own concern felt. Remember, this is the Situation Room live on Udala 104.7 FM. Good morning. You are welcome.
Yes. Doctor, I thought back Henry from Onitsha here.
Henry, you have any updated report for us?
Yes.
All right.
Somebody just called in from MCC and said the pool is not going on there. There's no voting there.
Which part of MCC?
Somebody called in from MCC. He said MCC. And Sissom made a report that he went to Osuma area. Although her statement was ambiguous, because she said something like he cannot understand, something like that. So I would like Sissom to call back again and tell us exactly what is happening within that Osuma area.
Okay.
Again, I don't know if you have your people around those New Market Road, New Market, all those areas. We call it O2. Okay? You know, we have zones in our Onitsha one substation. We have O2, DRA, Inland Town.
Yeah.
Okay? So let your people tell us what is happening around those Old Market Road, all those areas.
All right, they will take it gradually. There are in places. The places that are covering also matter. Okay, so they will take it
gradually. The reason
gradually.
why I'm saying this, you already knew, because you're a very intelligent human being. You already knew that politicians will always like to change their opponent. Where they feel they have a very high numerical strength. Okay? So I wonder why voting is going on in Inland Town by now. Where are these places? We have not had any report from there. MCC, there's no voting there. Also, across all these areas, there was no voting there. I wonder, and they will tell us. They will tell us.
All right, I think you must also have a dispassionate mindset about the whole thing. From the look of things, you have started suspecting some people, even when there is no clear evidence that anything wrong has happened. But you have this suspicious spirit. I understand your fear. There's no doubt, and that's why we are here anything hidden, we will make it open. Remember when Chisom was filing report, I asked Chisom if there is anything like vote by. You heard what he said. All right, let's also take this call. Good morning, you're welcome. It's good to have you.
Good morning.
You're welcome. Good morning.
This is Chinyere Omiko reporting for Udala Radio from Okosi Road, Polling Unit 2.
Okosi Road, Polling Unit 2. Go on with your reports.
Yes. Presently, voting has begun and the atmosphere is calm. Hello? Can you
go ahead.
Me?
Yes, go ahead.
I said voting has begun.
Okay.
And they are doing the accreditation at the same time.
Okay.
A good number of voters have voted and they have left the scene.
Oh.
I have one or two questions.
All right.
I have one or two questions before you left.
Go ahead.
The very scene, was the turnout impressive?
Yes, it was fair.
Very impressive. All right. I also want to ask you, the beavers, were they working?
I checked it myself. It's working perfectly well.
Okay. Also, the police, the security officials deployed for the election, were they there? Were you able to sight them?
Only few police officers and the civil defense officer.
All
That's
right.
enough.
That's enough. And at the same time, finally, the atmosphere. What was it like? Was it peaceful? The conduct of the electors, the voters.
It's peaceful and the electorates are cooperative.
Thank you so much.
Everything is going on well.
Thank you so much. From Okosi Road, Polling Unit what again?
2.
Polling Unit 2. I think that place will be under Ward 7. Thank you so much. I stand to be corrected anyway. Thank you so much.
It's Ward 4. Ward 4.
Ward 4. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Chiyere, we want to hear from you from other polling units and other wards. So we'll be expecting your call.
Yes, I'll be keeping you informed. I'm going over to Ward 4 now.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you
so
very
much.
Thank you so much. You heard that, Colonel Brown. We also have, we'll be waiting for a call from, what do you call it, INEC election officer in Aguata, but we'll do that. But we want to take Chisom Chinedu's reports.
Yeah.
Once we are done, we will take a report from election officer in Aguata local government. We're waiting for her report so that we can, I think she's somewhere around Osuma. So that report will come from Osuma region. I think we're waiting for Chisom Chinedu. She has arrived at Osuma. So we want to hear from her about the developments over there. And while we wait for her report, we'll also get a report from election officer in Aguata, Fidelis Damian, who will also be speaking to us about the developments around that area. So once the signals are ready for this report, we're gonna get to this report and bring it to you live. Remember, this is live coverage of Anambra by-election, and we've got coverage coming from Anambra South Senatorial District and also Onitsha North 1 state constituencies. We have named these wards: Ward 3, Ward 4, Ward 5, Ward 6, Ward 7, Ward 8, Ward 9, Ward 10. These are places, these things that are taking place in Onitsha North 1 state constituency, and in Anambra South is entire senatorial district, 7 local governments. We have called out earlier on, and we have called out the towns and the names of these towns, and then we've got report from Amesi, we've got report from Oga, we've got report from I think Oga and the Amesi area so far, and we've got report from other places. We were going to let you know these reports as well and how these things are faring. And then let's quickly see if we can take a report from the election officer Damian, Fidelis Damian, who will be joining us here to talk about development around the area he is, and also to ensure that all the I's are dotted, the T's crossed. It's important to follow this live program. Whatever we are doing here is live, and there is nothing that we are covering. Everything is in open. Hello, good morning. You're welcome. Hello, good morning. We have good morning. We have Fidelis Damian on the line, election officer in Aguata local government area. Please, hope I'm correct.
Hello.
Hello, can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
All right, please go on with your report, please. We are waiting.
Okay, my name is Fidelis Damian.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where are you located right now? How is the election process going right now?
Okay, I'm located at Udala. I'm currently at Udala Ward 1.
Oga Ward 1.
Yes, Aguata.
Aguata. Okay. So you're an independent observer.
Yes,
Oh.
and I'm domestic observer.
All right, sir. How is the atmosphere in your area at the moment?
Okay, the atmosphere is quiet, it's calm, everything is going well. The officials arrive on time and people are complying. So there's no issue currently, though it was a bit rainy before, but it has stopped. People are coming out to vote. There is no challenges at the moment.
All right, thank you so much. The police deployment, the beavers deployment, how are these things? Are the beavers working? Are the people really voting? The turnout, would you say, is impressive?
Yes, the turnout is okay.
The turnout is impressive. That's Oga polling unit 001. And then did you cite, or would you say you cited the presence of police officials who are to ensure that there is protection of ballot boxes, at the same time there is security around that area? Would you say so?
Yes, I can see some security officials.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Damian Fidelis, for speaking to us. Thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.
All right. Thank you so much.
All right, I find that very positive, ladies and gentlemen, and I want to say, please, if you're still out there, make sure you go out and perform your civic responsibility. This is Udala Radio 104.7. We are reporting live from Onitsha with our representatives, our reporters everywhere, almost not everywhere, but in some strategic places, giving us giving us lifetime updates of what's going on out there. It's encouraging so far. With what we also got from the independent observer, we hear that in Onitsha North, it's actually quite encouraging as well. So please make sure you go out and perform your civic. We have another independent observer with us right about now.
Exactly. Good morning. You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much. Udala people, how are you?
We are fine.
We are very well, thank you, sir.
We are very good.
Beautiful. I'm calling from somewhere in Aguata, in Sofia. Particularly, I'm an independent observer. I've tried to visit some polling units in the Sofia ward.
Okay.
Starting from 001, which is Amoje, and then 003, 4, 5, and 6. And I want to say that I am seeing for the very first time efficiency on the part of INEC. Efficiency in the sense that materials were distributed as early as possible. As early as 8. They were already in different locations in my ward, and I want to commend them for that.
All right. We also want to ask you a few questions. Are you ready for the questions?
Go ahead. If it is the one I can answer.
All right. We'll also ask if the voter turnout, would you say, is impressive or below par?
Pardon?
The voter turnout, is it impressive?
In Igbo they say Nigeria to Tamandafia.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't know whether the market is good or bad in the early hours of the morning until the thing progresses.
Okay.
And that's the only way and where I can bench it for now.
All right. Now.
So what I'm saying, well, averagely, yeah.
All right. The beavers.
It's a wonderful turnout.
Okay. The beavers, were they working? based on your own observation, the beavers?
Yeah, beavers for now. Some areas, our polling units, some little glitches. I happen to have interacted with some INEC officials who came. I think one IREC or whatever. I don't know what they are called. It's going around. I was told we are trying to, rectify any glitches or whatever associated with the beaver system or device.
All right, and finally, the police. Will you be able to say that you were able to cite the police officers? Were they on ground to provide security as expected?
Honestly, I have not cited any yet.
You've not cited any police officer?
Yes, sir.
All right.
But is the environment calm, secure? It's not necessary we need to have police.
With the absence of police security personnel, the entire place for now appears to be calm. Yes.
That's impressive.
That's the most important thing.
Can we call you again for another round of update?
If you don't call me, I'll call you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Corridor Brown, you got the information, and then you heard what he said, that even when there are no police officers, but that place is still calm, peaceful. The voters conducted themselves in orderly manner.
I would like to, as an observer, I would like to compare this. Usofia seems to be a more calm environment, right? Compared to the likes of Inewi or Onitsha, right? So it would be expected that as a community like that, it would be quite peaceful.
God bless my
it would be quite peaceful. Expect if it's more challenging to have elections in urban environment than rural environment. So you have to give them credit for that. With the absence of the security forces, it still shows that as a community they stand together to do what is right. So if I'm getting that report that there are no officers, but there are also no violence.
All right.
So it's okay.
All right. Thank you so much. Good morning, Chisom Chinedu, once again.
Good morning, Tony. Can you hear me?
We can perfectly hear you.
Yes, we can.
If you can hear me, I just left Osuma, Ward 8, where I witnessed the election going on at Ward Unit 005, Osuma Ward 8, Unit 005, Unit 020, and Unit 006. I couldn't get the voter register. I couldn't find out the number of voters for Unit 005 and Unit 006 because the register pasted on the walls have been totally defaced, and NEC officials were too busy to give me the data for that. But I also witnessed their beavers machines working properly. For Osuma Ward 8, Unit 20, Unit 020, they have 211 registered voters. The NX staff came out early, and the beavers is working properly. Voting is not too slow over there. However, as Osuma Ward 8 Unit 006, I noticed something that looks like an anomaly because accreditation started early. The NX staff of material arrived at exactly 8:34. I witnessed them arrive, but up until now, voting hasn't started. According to reports from the voters' camps there, the NX staff asked them to all get accredited first before voting starts.
All right, because that sounds a bit strange, if you ask me, because we are told that accreditation and voting, the two go on simultaneously. I don't know why
Exactly.
the INEC official decided to change the rule a bit. We are able to ask the INEC official question why he decided that the accreditation would first go on. Everybody will be accredited before voting. We're able to ask questions.
They are not willing to talk.
Hello?
Can you hear me, Tony?
I can hear you perfectly.
They were not willing to talk.
Oh, they were not willing to talk. Okay, but we've noted that. And what's the name of the polling unit?
Unit 8, Ward 8, Unit 006.
Ward 8, Unit 006, Osuma area, right?
Yes.
All right, that's where the rule seems to have been changed a bit by the INEC official there.
So we would like you to keep an update. Give us an update in about 30-45 minutes. Let's see what changes, okay?
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Chisom.
All right, there's another development over there. We have got another report, this time around from an independent observer. Good morning. You are welcome. It's good to have you. Good morning. Oh, so sorry. I think we're going to get that very report from another independent observer.
All right, we're getting into the heat of the action right about now.
Yeah.
It's 10:21 a.m. and now I think, looking at it generally, all the polling units are engaged. So you're going to be having different versions of operations coming from all the polling units.
Hello, good morning. You're welcome.
Still Chinyere Omiko reporting from polling unit 001 in Ward 4, Okosi Road.
Chinyere, how are you?
I'm good.
Okay, so let's have it.
All right. I witnessed a challenge by the officials, election officials, in controlling the crowd of voters there at the moment.
Are you trying to say that we have crowd at that polling unit?
Yes, 001.
001 Okosi Road.
Yes.
There is crowd, and the election officials are having it difficult to control the crowd.
Exactly, because of the space allotted to them. While the voters are being accredited, at the same time, the voters are crowded at the voting points.
Okay, will you be able to tell us if police are doing their work? Because it is the work of the polling booth police officers to ensure that the polling bus or the ballot bus is not crowded.
Exactly. The police officers I talked to, they are trying to control the crowd, but they don't seem to be making any progress. But at the moment as I'm speaking, some police officers have joined them.
All right, so we'll also call for reinforcement because we have the ones that are patrolling.
Yeah.
I don't know if they'll be able to assist to control the crowd at polling unit 001 Okosi Road.
This is good.
4.
And then at 012, that is 012, still on Okosi Road, the election officials are waiting the voters to come out and be accredited. Up till this moment, we have just 2 voters on ground to be accredited.
012, polling unit
Yes,
012.
012. Yes.
And then this time around, we have crowd at one angle. You don't have anybody on the other angle. What could this be? It's very
Chinyere, thank you very much for that one, and keep us more informed, okay?
Well, I will.
Thank you very much.
All right,
let's quickly talk about this, yeah? And this is why we said the INEC itself, that body, electoral body itself, need to work on how mobilization, logistics, you understand? Looking at the numbers, how many people do we have in polling unit 001? And for that number of voters, accredited voters or registered voters, you should also consider the venue. You understand? Now, looking at 012, low turnout, just 2, and then what other policies do you have to say, okay, this location is crowded, there's another unit there, can we move and relocate the entire process in 001 to 0012?
I think from the hindsight, I'm aware that every polling unit will not have more than 600 registered voters.
Good.
So I am aware also that these things are distributed evenly. If you look at that polling unit 012, don't be surprised it has about 600 voters. But then even the one that is crowded, it could be that these people choose to come out en masse, whereas the other people choose not to.
Okay, so it's a case of low turnout in one and small venue in the other.
Yeah.
And that we need to work on.
All right, we have your reporters. Remember, this is Udala 104.7 FM Onitsha, and this is Crossfire, the situation room. You've got every hit as it happens around Anambra State. We'll keep updating you with different developments. You can see so far the election is peaceful. Even we cannot conclude, but so far so good, and turnout so far so good. Though we've got areas where we have little hitches, just as the independent observer and reporter who called in from Isuafia, who said that some beavers, they were having technical glitches, but they were being also fixed,
which is good.
Which is another good development there.
From the independent independent observers forum that we belong to, we still have some reporting coming in from Ward 2, Ufoma, polling unit 003 and 004. Voting process going very well. Low turnout of voters. Election officers are fast and it's going well. I observed a group of people writing name on a paper after voting with a non-party agent.
All right. Remember, Ufuma is one area that would also be our torchlight on. We've got our reporters that are doing marvelous work on our platform. They have got videos in all of these things they're telling us. And we must really appreciate Udala FM reporters. In all of this, their report, there is a video attached to it. That's marvelous. They are telling you this. They are giving you video that shows that truly what they're telling you is what you have. And the independent observers are also providing us with videos as well. So we've got videos everywhere. Okay. Marcel Adaobi is an independent observer from Lilu Ward. Yeah, I'm interested in Lilu. Yes. Remember, this report came in at 10:18 a.m. Yes. Polling unit 001 LGA Ihiala. Voting is going on now. That's the impressive for those who said that elections will not go on in Lilu. We've got a report and we have videos. We have video to support that. In the video, I can see accreditation at the back in the background. There's a INEC official doing the accreditation, putting the camera in their. We must appreciate facial recognition software, and there's also there's a lot of activities in the video. We must appreciate our security operatives. I'm also hoping that there is election going on in my hometown of Sumo, but then report says that there is, but I need video to authenticate. We will look out for it. I need video to authenticate. We will look out for it. We must appreciate our security officials. If there is election going on in Lilu, definitely my hometown will not be left over. It's a very impressive report we've got there. Yeah. Okay. So another one from Uzochukwu, an independent observer. 9:45 a.m. I hope that has changed. LGA Agwata Ward Akpo. Yeah. You should thank you very much for that one. Polling unit Agbelu Town. Yeah. Hall 2, code 010. INEC officials just 3. Security 0. Reporting says voting in progress. All right, let's also have another report. All right, we have also Aligo Mawu, who is also ready, standing by. Good morning, Aligo, once again.
Yes, so the election is going on here. I am reporting straight from Prince Memorial Secondary School, Waterworks Road. This place is Ward 8, and the unit polling unit number is 4. Unit 4, Ward 8. And the election is smooth here. I can't say that the turnout is impressive here. Some pockets of people. Here, this particular unit, 1,141 registered. Or what I can see here, couple of persons. Let's hope that at the end of the day, up to 200 persons, will be voting here. But from what I'm seeing, I doubt. But the election process has been so peaceful here. Accreditation has started since, and they are accrediting and voting at the same time. Beavers is working here. I even talked to the polling unit officer here. She confirmed that the Beavers is working fine. Though I may not really know exactly what she means by Beavers is working fine. Maybe the capturing anyways. For what Nigerians are more interested when you talk about Beavers working fine is transmission of results at the end of the day. But we continue to follow up and see how it turns out at the end. Elsewhere in Inland Town, because I also observed things happening in Oboli Primary School and some other places in Inland Town. The turnout there is impressive, massive, a lot of people. Maybe because Inland Town is the center of Manita villages, what we call where the natives live. And of course, you know that this election is for the natives, so to say, because Manita, not one constituency is just for Manita Inland Town, and then Omaba Phase 1 and 2. And then pockets of places around there, on Army Cantonment, behind of it, or if the street, Awada, Borumi, roundabout, Borumi Hospital and all that. So, for here in Prince, which is almost at the beginning of Omaba layout, the turnout is peaceful. People are coming and they're going. But there's something I just observed. I'm a kind of vote buying, going up
going on, which I think is not good. People have come out to vote by their own volition. They want to vote. They want to participate. I don't know why they will now come to participate and you are still giving them money, because by own calculation, even if you don't give them money, they will still vote. So why trying to influence them? And it seems all the parties are guilty of this. All of them are. In fact, I've just heard some people went and they were you know, and things.
All right, Aligo, let's know the unit and then the word again.
Exactly.
Yes, where we are right now, I am in Ward 8, Unit 4.
Unit
and
4.
That is Memorial Secondary School.
All right. All right, we've got all your report, and then we are so much concerned about when you say there is vote buying, but you say that all the parties are guilty about this. Were you able to spot anything like that, or these things are done in bushes or done around the ballot box? How would you be able to authenticate this? Do you have any video to this report?
I have videos. Things are smooth here. You know, my only concern is this vote buying thing, which I suspect.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that report. We're going to discuss that. So we are also hoping to hear from you from other ends, because we know there are other polling units around that area and also other wards. We've got report from Ward 4. We've got report from also Ward 8 and Ward 6. We also want those who are reporting from Ward 9 and Ward 10. We need report from more. But thank you so much, Aligomau.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much. That's just a report coming from Aligomau. Remember, this election is not only for the natives, it's also for those who are so living, because we have non-Igbo speaking people who are also voting as well. This election is for everybody. It's everybody who are in the constituencies, the senatorial district where the elections are taking place. We have to correct that impression. All right, thank you so much. It's a really, really disturbing. So far, we've got different reports. This is the only time we are having a report of vote buying. That issue again.
And I would also encourage Aligo, if he has any video evidence, he needs to drop it.
All right,
just as we have, because we cannot write this thing on hearsay.
Yes.
Even as a presenter of the station,
yeah, we
cannot write this thing on hearsay. What we need to do, if you have an evidence,
video to that effect,
take it. We all have, we are all on platforms where, as we're dropping, we just mentioned it, as we're dropping all these comments, we're seeing evidence of what's going on. Even when they have no police security or outfits, we have evidence. So please, let us be professional and non-partisan in this report.
All right, thank you so much, Corey Brown. We'll take a few calls, and after that calls, we're going to take a commercial break.
Yes.
And when we take a commercial break, I'm going to come back and continue. Let's take a few calls from those of you who are listening.
Thank you.
I know we have given you so much report that will gladden your heart. Let's take these calls, and let's call the numbers out once again. 0803 221 6973, or you can also call 0803 827 6694. Let's just take a few calls and then we take a commercial break. Good morning. You're welcome.
Hello?
Good morning. You're welcome. It's good to have you.
Hello?
You're welcome. Otutuoma. Oga Balogi Kenebisi Apo. Oga Balogi, where are you calling from?
Oh,
please go on.
I'm on Ward 9.
Ward 9, that's impressive. Oh, my uncle. That's good.
I never since morning. It's 8 o'clock.
Oh, I will take note of that. What's the polling unit number? Oh, so sorry about that. By the time I will let you off. All right, thank you so much. All I'm asking, if you can listen to me from this end, please let me know the polling unit number. All right, that is number 11 Eziweka Awada Obosi. That's the place. And then I would also know the polling unit number. You said that INEC officials have not arrived and materials have not been deployed. Okay, because I know the polling unit in question, and of course you mentioned as my uncle's place, but that's by the way. But please get back to us and let me know the polling unit number and possibly the ward. It's Ward 9 anyway.
Ward 9, okay.
Ward 9.
Hopefully we'll follow all these things through. Hopefully.
All right, let's take a commercial break. When we come back here, we'll continue.
We'll talk tomorrow. And big thank you to our reporters, our independent observers. When we come back, like Dr. Tony said, we'll definitely continue reporting.
Udala Radio 104.7 FM. Seriously authentic.
Quality bread, Wendy's bread. For your family breakfast, Wendy's bread. Opa chane tozialo, Wendy's bread. Mama papa they like Wendy's bread. Na chane nyandu, Wendy's bread. Even children they like Wendy's bread. Oh, Wendy's bread, Ninta. Wendy's bread. You get it better tasty, we go sweet your belly. Wendy's bread. Wendy's your bachichoma. Wendy's bread, the champion.
Wendy's bread, your tasty bread. You can contact us on our official address, Second Business Park, Enugu Road, GRA, beside Onitsha, Anambra State. We also have another branch at St. Michael Plaza at Tandy Road. Also contact us on 070-1149-1571. Wendy's bread, your tasty bread.
Wendy's bread.
When the stakes are high, the debates get hotter. When the issues demand clarity, we bring the fire. Welcome to Crossfire. Crossfire, where politics meets perspective, where issues are dissected, and where no topic is off limits. From the corridors of power to the pulse of the streets, we break down the politics, the controversies, and the decisions that shape our nation. Join Dr. Tony Olisa Mbeki as he puts guests on the hot seat, drilling them with the tough questions, demanding the hard truths, and leaving no room for half measures. Get ready for fearless conversations and uncompromising analysis. Crossfire, exclusive on Udala 104.7 FM Onitsha, every Saturday from 9 a.m.
Yeah, welcome back. It's still Crossfire on Udala 104.7 FM, and today is dedicated for the by-elections going on in Nigeria. Remember, we promised you that there will be report from different states like Edo, Niger, Kaduna, Kano, and so many places, but we have so much focus and emphasis on Anambra State election. Charity, they say, begins at home. So we are back here. My name is Dr. Tony Olisa Mbeki, the Honorable Speaker. I also have a Corridor Brown here with me this very morning at 16 in everything we do here. We've got few reporters, independent reporters and observers across different divides, and we've heard so much about the developments going on as far as this election is concerned. So far, so good. Peaceful conduct, beavers working with little glitches so far, but these things are being fixed, and then there are places where materials have not been deployed, just like we are told under Ward 9, 11 AZ worker, that INEC officials have not arrived there, and we are also using this platform to call on INEC, please, if you look at the time now, I think the time is 10:39, so I'm wondering why materials will not be deployed around that area. I understand that it could be far from Onitsha North, but that's not the reason. So we want even those at Ekene Deluchuku Ilodibe Gate, MCC, and then even the Toronto Hospital side and even the State Academy. I don't know if the elections are going on there, because these places are part of Ward 9. I don't know, but we'll keep our fingers crossed. We ask questions and then ensure that these things are done.
Yes, let's look at it this way. It's going to be quite a long day. It's not one of those elections where we're done by 12.
Yeah.
It's one of those elections that will take us all the way into the afternoon. So we should be prepared. And these are the things we were saying during the week, that for the election, for you to be ready for the election, stay hydrated, get water, get a place to sit, because you're going to have to wait to count the vote. What you probably might not be planning for is the delay and the glitches, but these things happen. It is your tenacity that will take you through. Stay there, wait, and watch your vote get counted.
Definitely.
That is what they call civic responsibility. So make sure you do that. So stay prepared right now. If you haven't got yourself a bottle of water, get one. If you haven't got a place to sit, get one. You should be under a shade. So you stay hydrated, stay relaxed, stay refreshed, and you can see yourself through the entire process.
And remember, there is no perfect election anywhere in the world. No perfect election, but there are near perfect elections. So we are praying for near perfect here in Nigeria.
Yes, we are.
So let's also allow you to come in and make your contributions. For those of you who have been listening to us, we are doing our job the job is also civic responsibility. 0803 221 6973. You can also call 0803 827 6694. You can also speak Igbo, because we are accommodating every language. If you can speak Yoruba, please speak Yoruba. If you can speak Hausa, please speak Hausa, whichever language, so that you will say it's because of language. Good morning. You're welcome.
Yes, good morning, doctor.
You're welcome.
From Onitsha, GRA.
You're welcome.
Yes. You see what I said earlier. You see what I said. Even your uncle cannot go out there and vote. Up till now, around 11 o'clock. When voting started around 8 o'clock in inland town, nobody has people reported. Now, around 11 o'clock, even your uncle cannot get out there and vote. You see what I said? And you see that? And you see that somebody has been sustained? Or is there any other way one can explain that? There is 11 o'clock. Voting has not started.
Okay. They say.
That, and I want to tell that person that reported. You don't just tell us what is. Tell us the area. Describe the area. Not just say unit 1 or unit 2. Describe the area. So that people will understand what we are talking about here.
Yes.
Someone has been sustained.
You wouldn't say
the polling units are designated to the areas.
Hold on.
What we are saying here.
Hold on, Henry. Remember, one thing I would not also support is when you are completely biased. I wanted to see it from neutral perspective.
Yeah.
Yes. Can we find out why these materials have not been deployed? INEC should answer the questions, and people are there. Remember, people are clustered there. We are told people are there. So waiting.
And we hear that, boss, we need to also relax and not be agitated. It's just 11 a.m. Under INEC, according to INEC guideline, voting ends 3 p.m. There is still enough time.
And if the voting did not start early, it can extend to 6 p.m. Please go on.
Allow me to say something, please.
All right.
We are talking to Nigeria. We are talking to the world. Allow me to say something. Now, if we have 2,000 people at the way carrying the national area to vote, and now you come by 2 o'clock, 2 a.m.
Henry, so sorry, we have to take a call from our field reporters. Good morning.
Good morning. This is Chinyere Omiko, still at Okosi Road, reporting from polling unit 003.
You're welcome.
Right now, one of the contestants, in the person of Barrister Mimi from Azikiwe, is here to do her exercise her franchise at her ward.
All right, has she done that?
No, she's about casting her vote.
Polling unit 003.
003.
All right, we'll follow that development. Give us report back if she has done that, and then let us know how it went.
All right.
And will she be able to speak with us?
She's here on ground to speak with us.
All right, give her. Please,
let's put her on, please.
Go ahead.
Hello.
Now. You can go ahead. Are you live?
Oh, we are live.
Okay. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, madam.
Udala Radio. Good morning.
Good morning. I want to ask you, how would you describe can you hear us?
Okay, I can hear you now.
How would you describe the process so far?
Very, very peaceful, working very well. I prayed so much for a peaceful and free and fair election. So far in my ward, in my polling unit, everything is going very well, very orderly. And Udala FM is covering here, and they're right here, and I'm very happy for now.
What will you have to say about the INEC officials, the police, and then every other personnel involved in this conduct of election?
INEC personnel generally, INEC personnel generally, or in the booth where I am.
The booth, yes, I'm talking about it.
They're working very well. Everybody is working. There's very fast. So far, everything is very okay.
Have you been able to vote?
I've not been able to vote. There are people in front of me, so I'm a very, very dedicated and very, very law-abiding citizen. So I have to make sure that everybody in front of me finishes voting.
All right.
Barrister Mimi Informa, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you very much, Udala.
We have a quick question we want to ask you.
Okay.
All right. We reached out a couple of days ago regarding you joining us for a debate. Yes, and for some reasons your team got back to us and explained, gave us a reason why you were not
I wanted to go. You know, my media team is in charge of most things.
Okay.
But they told me there was another conference that all the candidates, because there are 4 of us, even though I'm the one trending online as if I'm the only one contesting against anybody.
No.
Yeah, so there was a conference where they were supposed to have like a live debate session. And when I came there, I was the only one there.
Barrister Mimi.
And then when they invited us, I told them to ensure that I'm not the only one.
Barrister Mimi Azikwe.
Thank you so much
for that one.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
All right, we also want to know about other candidates. We want to find out if they have also voted.
Yes.
We are talking about the candidate of the ADC, Azoka Justice, and at the same time the candidate of YPP
and APC.
Please, we want to also cover their own voting, please. Yes. And we have few the reporters who are also monitoring development around them. Anytime they're able to get on them, they will give us feedback. We will also speak to them.
Yes, please.
Because we can also speak to the candidates, and then they should tell us how the day is going right at their polling booth, not generally. Right, we've got just one candidate. We believe other candidates will also speak to us. So we are calling on them to also make themselves available and also speak to us.
Seems like there's a large turnout at that very particular polling unit, so which is encouraging. What we are actually looking for is 100% participation.
That is it. But even if you don't have 100% participation, at least have the 70%.
And we want to encourage people to be patient.
Which is
patient. The other caller that came through the other time was a bit quite agitated, and I understand.
We understand
it's
the
been
feeling.
Years and years of trying. They barely see the result, and I understand. I understand the agitation.
All right, and we also want our voters, if you can drop any comment on our Facebook, and then Akorede, please, I don't know if you can go straight to the Facebook and see if you can take comments there, and then let us know what people are saying, because we are live on this very program.
Yes. I also will make some comments. We also want to stress that those who registered during the last CVR in Anambra that ended on Sunday, 20th of July 2025 are not part of this by-election. You mentioned that. So some people who registered during this period are at the polling units complaining. We have reports of that. So that's another misinformation. They thought they were going to be able to vote,
they won't be part of
but
this.
They are actually at the polling units complaining. Their names are yet to be updated on the voter register.
Exactly.
INEC announced it initially that those registered during the recent CVR will not be part of this by-election, and please, people should take note. So remember, if you took part in a CVR that happened recently, you are not eligible to cast your vote.
All right, that's one. And please, for those areas, I think the Ward 9 polling unit, I'm yet to get a number. That is my uncle's place. So as
is that personal?
We are told that voting materials have not arrived there. Voting materials.
How accessible is that particular area?
Very, very accessible. You can move from OP worker, from SZ worker, you get to that place. But my concern is we want to get updated reports. Because if it had not happened few minutes, it could as well happen now. Now we cannot, in our minds, conceptualize that there is something going wrong until the evidence is clear.
Until after.
Yes.
This might be a one-off incident. It might also be a pattern, but it might not be an.
I think I suspect that pattern.
That
very place seems to have an issue of logistic problem. But I don't know. But then it seems, but they usually do vote, and then the votes will be counted, announced before them, and
we have areas in this that during the presidential election that have delays. I remember Senator, what's her name again? The senator that had issues with Okpabio.
Okay, Senator Tony Moye.
The lady, what's her name?
Okay,
Natasha. I remember then a particular ward had issues at the time. I think there was a flooding. There was flood in that area, and then later on they actually got to vote.
I remember what happened during that election. They excavated. In fact, the governor then he was constructing road. In fact,
it was excavated
in such a way, motors and no vehicle.
We saw the videos. But they did vote. So there is no challenge when it comes to election process that the INEC should not be prepared for. You understand? It's just the determination to see it through.
All right, we'll also be expecting to speak with the candidates of other parties, and they would be able to tell us the election process, how far how it has been around their polling unit and their remarks about the election process. So we'll be waiting for that. We are here with you. Let's take some comment. But one thing I would also advise, let us not be agitated and, with the thought that something wrong has happened. You can only do that if you are totally aligned. If you are dispassionate, you see things from balanced perspective. Let's go back to the phone lines. Good morning. You're welcome. It's good to have you. If we have any report coming live, we may be able to take that ahead of the calls that may be coming here. Let's go back to the phone lines. Remember, this is the Situation Room report. We've got independent reporters. We've got field reporters. They are everywhere. And we'll be taking the report anytime it comes. It's not easy. It's not easy moving from one location to the other, all in the name to give a report. Good morning. You're welcome. You're welcome, my brother. Peter, any updates? Any updates? Oh, it has arrived now. It has arrived. All right, thank you so much. Hallelujah, somebody. All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Just like we told you, Henry, through calling from GRA, that these things could be as a result of logistic issues, and the report we have now says materials have arrived. Voting, according to Peter, that voting has also commenced. So let's see these things from dispassionate perspective, not from aligned perspective. So the report says that the materials have arrived. All right, we also have Chisom Chinedu, who had covered quite a lot of places. Osuma, Oboli, she had been on the road working tirelessly. You think it's easy? It's not easy. And she's back in the studio with us to tell us some of the observations she had so far. Chisom Chinedu, you're welcome.
Good morning, Tony.
All right. Just like I said earlier on, we have Chisom Chinedu, who has been in the field. It's not easy from the look of things. She's glittering. It's not easy under the sun, under the rain, and then she's back here in the studio. Chisom, Johnny, how was it?
Well, I'd say it was seamless for starters. Transportation was easy. Unlike what you witnessed during main elections, where transportation is very sparse. There is a lot of movement out there. A lot, actually. Doesn't even look like. Judging by the transportation sector, there is an election going on. I was able to have a particular driver take me to all of the polling units I went to, and we weren't stopped, we weren't diverted at any point. All roads are clear.
All roads are clear, and it tells you that people
have access to the polling unit.
And then transportation was very easy, and then you can easily maneuver from one point to the other.
Definitely.
And then people are also doing their businesses while doing their civic responsibility.
Yes.
So that was what it's like.
Yes, that's what it's like. What I witnessed around Oboli, Osuma, Jidofon Zogo, and Washington Memorial Grammar School, I noticed that some persons came from home ready to go to their various workplaces, cast their votes, and then proceed to work, and that's how it's been since.
And those who also went to the market, they do their voting and then probably go to their to their stores.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. People got ready to go for their daily businesses, came to the polling units, cast their votes, and proceeded to their various business premises.
Did you spot anything like intimidation of voters, harassment?
No. I promise you, I didn't see
harassment.
That. I visited at least give or take 10 to 12 units, right? Wards, then polling units. I visited 3 wards, over 12 units, and I did not in anywhere witness voter intimidation. As a matter of fact, I saw the heaviest security presence at Washington Grammar School. I saw about 6 police officers. There was also police presence at Oboli Primary School that houses 3 units. I think it houses Ward 7. I don't remember the unit numbers exactly now, but I know Oboli Primary School houses a part of Ward 7, and that's where you have the APC candidate Ezenea voting as well. He came in, got accredited, did cast his vote, and no voter intimidation. I didn't witness anything of that sort.
And that's important. That's the most important thing. When election is free, the next question is the election fair? Many people do not understand the meaning of free and fair. Free when it is devoid of intimidation, harassment, and everything. Fair when there is level playing field for all candidates. That is when election is said to be free and fair. So far we can say it is free, but we also need to confirm whether it is fair, whether there is a level playing ground for every candidate.
What I'd say is that it was, from what I saw, fair as well. There wasn't anybody trying to say, when you talk about free and fair, I think they work hand in hand, because the moment there is nobody trying to say you won't vote here if you are voting for so and so party, that's already fairness. Recall when we had 2023 election, I think it was at Nsioluomo's polling unit, we had that person saying, if you're Mama and Kechi, you're not going to vote here, you go inside and stuff like that. I didn't witness anything of that sort. It wasn't, we know how elections are in this part of the world. I'm not even going to deny that. But is it free and fair? From what I saw, free for all, everyone had access. Once you have your voter card, please come. I also noticed that people who didn't have their voter cards but had their voting numbers displayed at the voting register on the board or on the voting register on the board were given a chance to vote.
Definitely.
They were accredited.
It's allowed.
Yes.
Because INEC is trying to phase out the issue of voter card. So
being a hindrance.
So once you can also spot your name and you know your particulars, you can also be identified, because you are going to be accredited. The biometric accreditation, the finger or the thumbprints, some of these things will be used to accredit you. Once your thumbprint say yes, even when your face or your ID card say no, once your thumbprint say, one thing must say yes, your face can say yes, your thumbprint can say yes, your voter card, but then there must be biometric accreditation, which has to do with either your face or your thumbprint. So far we have got a report that it is free, and then we also got a report that we actually monitored. We are talking about in relation to where she monitored.
Emphasis on where monitored.
Not everywhere. Where she monitored, that the places she monitored the elections were free and fair. That's Definitely. What she reported to us. Let's also open the phone lines and then also allow your comments. From the report we got the very polling unit somewhere in Ward 9, where we reported earlier on somebody calling and said that the materials have not arrived. We are now learning that materials have arrived and the voting has also commenced. So let's go back to the phone lines. Remember, we give you everything unbiased. We don't have any alignment of any sort. We're here to show professionalism, and I bet you we have shown that so far, because nothing is hidden. We have been able to tell you how it happened, and we have a video evidence. Many videos, because all our reporters, any of them giving us reports, is required to give us a video evidence of the reports. So we've got that. You can also access it. Very soon we'll upload these videos on our social media handles. We are going to upload these videos on our Facebook. We are also going to upload them even probably on our YouTube, so that you can also have access to these videos. So the videos are not meant for us alone. It is meant for you to understand what really happened. So let's go back and take your calls. Remember, I've always said it. You can also speak any language. Of any choice, we saw Igbo. Kai poputapa number nyozo makandiga chokwa isonyelanye 0803 22 16973 or 0803 827-6694. Agwangi nkebe ezeku na Udala na nyege ife nchena nwalonye genye bugi ife mwa nwemu chalo. Good morning, ututu amakero kime. Darwin, you're welcome.
Welcome back to the studio.
Thank you. Good morning.
All right, sorry, we have to take a report coming from our field reporter. Good morning. We'll come back to you later on. Good morning.
Good morning.
You're
Still on Okosi Road. Still on Okosi Road. Polling unit 009, Obiporo Village Square. There's a little misunderstanding there. The crowd is uncontrollable, and they have only one police officer on ground.
001.
009.
Okay, 009.
Yes, the voters are complaining that some of the voters are jumping the line, and it's causing a misunderstanding here.
All right. Is there crowd there? Is that place crowded?
It's fairly crowded, and they have only one police officer on ground, so I will call for a backup if necessary.
Please, you have to, because people should observe the queue. When you do not observe the queue, it will cause problem like this.
And also,
Exactly,
Chinyere, I'd like to ask, is the voting process slow there? Is it slow?
It's highly slow, because a lot of people have been complaining that for over 1 hour they've been standing on the line, while others are coming by the side to come and vote.
And I'd also like to find out, are they voting and getting accredited on the go? Are they
on the go? Yeah, they are being accredited, and at the same time they are voting.
That's nice. Okay.
But I have a concern, probably that the service time is so low. That's why people are impatient. But would also appeal to them. I don't know if there is anybody you can give time. Let's talk with anybody on the queue.
Yes, I have a man to talk.
All right,
please call. There's a voter on ground.
All right.
An elderly man.
All right, please.
Your name, please. You're online.
I'm here. What is this call? 009.
All right.
They are moving from the side. They are not doing it accordingly. Please tell them to do it accordingly. The people that are here are messing the whole thing up. We've been here since morning. We cannot vote.
When did you arrive? How long have you been on that very queue?
Hello.
I asked him how long has he been on that queue. He said he arrived since morning. I wanted to find out the exact time he came.
He has left. Let me call him.
All right.
Please, when did you call? When did you arrive here?
I've been here since 9.
He's been here since 9 in the morning. Yeah.
And it's 11 now. He has been there for past 2 hours.
Exactly.
Oh, that's incredible. And he hasn't eaten. And some people did not eat before coming out.
And many are still jumping the line as we speak.
We need a backup at that polling unit. We need a backup whereby people will respect the queue.
All right, I'm moving on to St. Stephen Anglican Church now.
When you get there, let us know. Thank you so much. Chinyere Omiko reporting live for Udala FM.
All right. Also, I've been made to understand that the election process going on at is going on smoothly. Also at Anambra South, where you have Ofi Square or O2 Umweze Sofia, it's also going on smoothly.
All right, that's another report coming from Ukbo and also Isofia. We've got so many of these reports. My heart gladdened when I heard that there is election going on in Lilo. And then, and also
Okija, I heard
Okija and the Hiana, we've got that. But then somebody called me and told me, yes, in your hometown. But I said, I need video evidence. I need video evidence. Our job here, we have to really be, sincere in every sense. Good morning, you're welcome. It's good to have you.
Yes. Just I thought back again.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
You said I was agitated. Let me speak like somebody who's just, not on sleep. Let me speak with the calmness of mind.
Can you be audible so that we can hear you properly?
I said I am no longer agitated.
Oh, you're no longer. Thank God that you're no longer agitated. You are calm now.
Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Good morning.
When it was a war zone, so you are welcome back.
Well, I don't think it was a war zone. I think
war zone. Nigeria election is a war zone. Don't you know?
If we actually go to war, I think we'll be having a lot of casualties. But what I like the people to understand today, can you hear me?
Allow her to talk, please.
What I like the people to understand, especially people who are privileged to vote, we in the press, we cannot vote unless there is a change in the electoral system that would allow us to probably vote ahead of time. People who have the privilege of voting, I hope that they understand that this is like the biggest sword in any civilian society. All right, and that's why I like to say that it's not necessarily war. It's about the civilian understanding that the choices we make today and every other election day is like the biggest sword we would ever wield as long as democracy is concerned. And so we fight wisely.
All right. Thank you so much.
Can I come in?
Yes, please go ahead.
Yes. Of course, you were nobody. You were just coming
Yes,
back
I was
from
at Oboli. I was at Osuma. I was at Oboli. I was at Osuma. I was at Washington, and I was at Jido Fonzo.
I'm coming. When you were at Oboli Primary School,
Yeah.
you said you just came back from Osuma. Yes. And you made an ambiguous statement. And I would like you to repeat what you saw at Osuma before coming to Oboli.
What I saw at Osuma? What do you mean by what I saw at Osuma?
All right.
Can you hear me? What are you referring to? Because I gave a generic overview on the go on what I witnessed.
No, first when he asked you what you witnessed at Osuma,
Yeah.
you made a statement. It wasn't clear to me. It sounded ambiguous.
Ambiguous?
All right, Osuma, I think she let her. No, hold on. Let me clear something before you go on. She later, gave us a second report, updated report, and told us everything was going on well at Osuma. Probably she's here to talk about that. Probably we were not listening when she gave a second report about that.
Okay. It's okay. Now, at Ward 9, somebody reported around that was around 9, about 40 minutes ago, there wasn't food going on there. And let's say it started around 11 o'clock at Ward 9, and the voting started at Toboli Primary School around 7:30 or thereabouts.
All right, quickly, so that we can take other calls. It's taking so much time.
Now, I said it was a war zone, but you tended to misunderstand me. Now, if an election was deemed to start by 8 o'clock, and some people started by 8 o'clock, a particular polling unit or what started by 8 o'clock, voting commenced there. And the other polling unit is starting by 11 o'clock.
All right, Henry, we have to let you go. We have a field report. All right, thank you so much. Good morning, Ali Gomma. Once again, you're welcome.
Okay, thank you. Things are going on well here in Omava Phase 1.
Very important.
Ward 10, Unit. Yes, Ward 10, Unit 12.
Okay.
Things are moving on smoothly. No harassment of voters. People are peaceful here, and they are voting and going home. No troubles. You come in, you get accredited, you vote, and then you move. For me, I even wonder why they are going home, why they are not staying, but they vote. Maybe because they're a peaceful community, they vote and they go. And this particular unit, 676 voters registered. But let's see how it's going to be at the end of the day if we are going to have up to 50% turnout. But the number really is not really bad in this particular unit. But things very smooth and peaceful here.
All right. That's Ward 10, Omoba. That area has a number of polling units, and you've given us polling unit what? What's the name of the polling unit you've given us now?
Yes, Unit 12.
Unit 12, polling unit 12, Omoba. All right, that's a good development. Impressive turnout, you said there. And then also people voting and going about their businesses. You were wondering why couldn't they stand back or stay back and then ensure that they follow up the completion of the process. But then they have voted according to you, and everything is going on peacefully. No beavers hitch or anything of sort.
What I can say, the way things is smooth here, selection will be done before even 1 p.m. Maybe by 12, we would have been through with all these. Things are just good, so peaceful here. Okay. Quickly, let me get a voter
All right.
You know,
Please go on. Please go on.
Hello, sir. Hello.
Good morning.
Okay, this is what then on it and not. How is the thing going here?
No, it's fine. It's fine. I can see it. Everything is going fine. Everything is okay. And I can see people going. And therefore, it's okay. There's no problem here. Everything is normal. I can see it. Yes.
Okay, so you are confident with the electoral process?
It's okay. The level is okay. It's okay. There's nobody fighting about this or that or that. It's normal. I can say.
Okay, what of the beavers? Have you observed anything with the beavers?
It's working fine. It's working fine. They're doing very fine. I see it. I'm just coming now, but the way I see it is okay. I'm coming and going. There is no problem.
Okay. Tony, quickly, let me talk to a police unit officer here.
All right, please go on.
Hello, ma.
Hello.
Okay, the beavers here, how is it working?
It's working very well. It's working well.
No glitches, no whatever?
Nothing, no glitches. Everything is okay.
So what is the arrangement? Will there be straight transmission from here, or will it just be for capturing the beavers, I mean?
We will send it immediately.
Okay, there will be transmission of results.
Electronically, we are transmitting it. Once it is fixed, we can vote and do everything and transmit the results online.
Okay, thank you. Tony, you heard him. He said by 2:30 they will conclude and, of course, count the vote and then do live transmission immediately online.
That's very great to hear that there will be electronic transmission of the results from what we heard from the polling officer there, that once the process is concluded, that they would transmit the results electronically. Is great to hear. It's wonderful. I think it's marvelous if that happens.
Definitely, it's a very important part of the entire process. You know, when the entire idea of beavers came in, one of the major challenges that a lot of civil society organizations actually pointed out was the ability to transmit the result in real time also, so we don't have the idea of padding and rigging and all of those things filtering into the system. But we're also learning that from the Force Intelligence Department or OCA, they have arrived Ward 4, Okosi Road. All right? They've arrived Ward 4 at Okosi Road from the Force Intelligence Department, OCA. And of course, when moves like this are being made, it tells you that everything is being put in place to make sure that your votes are protected.
Definitely, remember we gave a report about the overcrowding of that very area, and we are being told that police have responded swiftly. The police officers or police department, they have responded swiftly. That tells you that whatever we say here, people are listening, and our own is to ensure total and comprehensive professionalism, and we have been doing that. And also, we've been talking, even without water, we'll keep talking. It's not easy. Let's go back to the phone lines. We also want those who have not called before to call now. See, we are going to do this way so that let it not be that some people are dominating the discussion. And then when you call, either you give us report if you are one of the voters, or one of the voters, you will also tell us suggestion or comments based on what you've heard so far, what you think, so we can also accommodate that. But Onya try it more again can only be on reports. Each of them on updated reports. You have got report before. Each of what she has updated info. Do we accommodate that? But not for just normal discussion and suggestion, observation. Let's allow others. There are those who have also sent me messages that nobody can when they not dominate the discussion. So we have to allow others to come in. That is the level playing ground, making the program to be fair. Let's go straight to the phone lines. Good morning. You're welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I was the one that called before you answer your online on spot assessment. Since I welcome back, Mr. Ezekiel.
Honorable Okudi Ezekiel.
Yes.
Okay.
Please, I want to ask, can you be campaign now before today's election? I know what I'm asking after you address it.
All right.
And I like the way you call to the candidates of the other party, because they are not campaign. Thank you. So welcome back.
Good morning.
I wanted to tell Tony and Corridor Brown to find security for you people, because people are somehow mischievous because when they ask to take pictures and videos of irregularities, your safety should be paramount. But thank God you are in the studio. My speaker, can you educate the public when election starts? Is it when INEC official arrive, the hours begin counting? Or if they arrive like 12, they will still close by 3. I hope you understand my question.
I understand your question. I think 2 questions you asked. We know very well that election campaign stops 24 hours to the election, and this case it stopped 12 midnight on Thursday. We know that very well. Then second question about the issue of materials arriving late. Once material arrives late, and when you get election video as early as 7, when they video 8, the starting point for that polling unit, but the time the materials arrive and then everything set up and they video the first accreditation. That is the very first time, or that's the time the process bido that area. Oga gagide kwa, as far as the maru junior line. Oga gagide till they made the last person junior line. But once it's 3, but imagine once it's 3 because it didn't start early. Because naturally it was supposed to end by 3. But situation whereby not be late, it will be extended. Definitely human sense and common wisdom will tell you that you came late, so you can't end by 3. You also allow people to come in. But then it's expected that don't you chocolate to election because say never win did. But I believe that election the last person on the line will be accredited and the person would also be allowed to vote before seeing that the process I conclude. On way 6 p.m. You heard the election officer I need balloon katana or moba. You are now cannot get about 6 p.m. Then once it's 6 p.m. they'll be able to transmit electronically. That's what the lady said, and we listen to her. So these were instructions saying safer. So I hope that is clear. And even restriction of movement is both from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Those areas and when movement restrictions from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. or if I could, and that's what please Obros on Anambra State, Northern State, and Emi on Afo. Hope I have answered your questions. Then having done that, let's go back to the phone lines again and also take your calls. And at the same time take your recommendations or your observation or your suggestions. These are things we are doing. I'm not now I'm on the top of but we are here to tell you that for this process, so far the turnout or the broker it was said before. From the reports we've got so far, and we pray that the turnout will be much more than if I report already. Because if I go for time now, I got another report. Let's go back to the phone lines. Good morning.
Good morning, my honorable speaker.
You're welcome.
I am honorable Olisa Mbeki calling from Trade this morning.
You're welcome.
My speaker, I want to come from the area of observation. I don't know. Let me call it a suggestion, sir.
Okay.
Because of this vote buying stuff and what have you, I think there is a way if our leaders can come in and see if we can control it in area of vote buying and the low turnout. If during registration, let us assume they can include a little way that all the parties will donate money, so amount of money to the INEC. This time it won't be parties. It won't be parties. It will be INEC. The money will be given to INEC. On the election day, they have to use it to buy if it is mineral or snacks or even pure water, sachet water. If the money cannot buy bottled water, whoever that voted, they will give that person one bottle of also they have the mineral water not when I know one by the side, if you do now about the way they send my account here, I think okay motivating them not to help us. If I have to vote, after motivate and I already and a don't care. Keeping a bit yet to life was it to life, I wouldn't catch you and one mania. Because has a minute let's not vote by. Had they been at the free unit, that is if they as if the deputy agent taken our money to me to qualify. Because I witnessed it several times. I got far away from the free unit. shift for the cubic again, about a pivot. They shift to there. When you get the money, we can always inside the motor. They can have a canvasser. Canvas, get a canvas, after election, I don't know what canvasser. When I don't know you. I canvas, but if I know I want to party, party, Patinka. Eto Hanara in the Bezo Nine and Yankee. How much about the activity? Eto Hanara, I was there also Malona Church. I have also Jackie to every year whenever you be friends. So, Gamaka is 18 years now, where the draft system.
Thank you so much. See, Mekana Obuminara. I am a boy the brand alpha or brand double na Pahanya Yego. Kana Minara na Omuife Ifotita Ipuka Obona Ogadi na budget INEC. Nandi Ganyanka, according to you, ga buy neck or Mambundi party because in the party Gajia ways will vote. Na INEC in the mother Minara, na Ifotita. No game more to the mother for the money on the 2 vote case na Ganya on your 12 vote INEC Kenya Minara. Na Ifotita, no gain courage in the mother to come out and vote. No, you know that na I took one vote and you Minara. Na Ifotita, this no bron kenaba pananya, Nanya, Amanya Pankinaba, no Minara. Just now getting them mother cat if na yes, na I care for them. Hey, in Kada Pacoba. In Kada Coba. And then you can swim anything I only call back, Kada Coba. But bro, on the mother be gonna hijack, you make you kind of and the mother Minara na Yotita. Before I manifest in the political parties, they build Jamaica. Well, yeah, where maybe fair is only vote. And the INEC BDS, Kerky is representing the political party, my heart shaw. Ime kwe fa INEC name, how we INEC na enye brand there, enye brand nkekare nka INEC. Keri funu chale ne bai, o de kefa ba, obo ni nwale okwu ige ekwu maka ifa tinye ọnụ. Because if I na agbanarịbụ, if I ga-agba ebido, ka ndị political parties happy hijack ya. Inwe ike, isi na ị na-enye kpọf-kpọf. Ndị a nwere ike, hapụ na kpọf-kpọf, nye gị, this na-asị karị kpọf-kpọf. Ịpụtazie, INEC na-enye bidara na kpọf-kpọf. Ndị a na-enyezi nke karị kpọf-kpọf. Ịpụta, ị na-enye ahụ na-asịzi gị na ị ga-atụnye ebe a. Can if I get men to be in the bay? Good morning. Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, you're welcome.
Hello, good morning.
You are on, please go on. Your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Samuel. Good morning, Tony. How somebody sent in this number? I travel, I'm on Onitsha, but I travel to my hometown, Nanka. I am to election.
All right. So what is
011?
011 Nanka.
People turn up. Able to the issue of this vote buying and I complain to Sokado who can be and my own the buy now half to election. They complain and I think I knew who but I'm a new and I'm looking because my airtime naga complain people and for novel my year by I know Yana and novel now the same amount of fuel I buy no yen and I buy on your now can have the issue of this correcting money because all even not many of them, many parties can make 10,000. Now you are still up on the egg. I don't know somebody can for money and a bank on it. So Korea here and no or send the LM number. My brother, I asked for the 10 liter amount about it all 12 about the
all right. Okay. All right. All right.
Thank you, my brother. All right. People
all right. All right. Thank you so much. All the other name when you watch from AJ and that don't chole AJ kedebe us no nanka out for the pulling unit when I didn't catch it. So nchwa can know to the pulling unit down. Yota imana ebe eku ni fa na eme oburu ebe niile. Yota ebe obo na agwa na eme and you know to ye down. Tinye na our report because I get me report. Dika isu malo. So mana okwa ni ka kpochi azu the polling unit so that we can note it down is important. So we've got just 1 or 2 or 3 places so we keep our tabs open. Good morning.
Good morning.
You're welcome.
My name is Kingsley calling from Umbo.
Kingsley calling from Umbo. You're welcome.
Actually, can for your
Dalu.
We can go now. Let's go. We can go.
Daru.
Thank you so much.
Obo just ko kenanye. Ekene onyela anyị abụlọ nke ego, ọbụlọ nke ihe a na-etinye n'ọnụ manoka na anyị nke si n'obi
nke mineral na puff
ọ bụrụ nke mineral na puff puff o nyere anyị ekene mineral na puff puff ịghọta ọ bụrụ ụdị afọ ka o nyere anyị nke o nyere anyị nke si na n'obi ya nke nwaanyị ajadu ka o nyere anyị ịghọta nke ekwu na Bible.
Yes, definitely.
The
widow who gave from the little she had, like
ọ bụrụ ndị ndị anyelo oke ife mana ọkwa na ọsọfe gasị ga ọkwa na itinye nke ọzọ afọrọ dụrọkwa nche ebe na inene ya bụ ejije akpọrọ akịrị ọ sị ga anya fụrụ mmiri anya fụrụ nke mana ọ the same. We are on a lighter note. The idea is for us to be, happy at all time. Most times, if I'm is always difficult. But then, all the same, let us see things in a menu. Believing it will get better. It will get better. Hello, good morning. You're welcome. It's good to have you. Hello, good morning. Can you hear me?
My name is Olisa. I'm calling from Asaba.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Oh, your network I don't know. Network na-enye gị nsogbu ị ga-akpọchi anya azụ na ọ dị ka hamatanu ji network got too much. Good morning. Hey, good morning. Oh, so sorry about that. We missed that very call. So call back. Network is actually affecting the discussion. Can we keep with a clear signal? So can you keep we've got report from people about this issue of we're talking about vote buying, and then we've got some reports about that. Many of them are okay. We have I think we've thought about Akubenyi Jacinta Osumenyi Ward 2 Newi South. All right, according to Akubenyi Jacinta, according to her, she's saying that she noticed that some agents, that is polling booth agents of the political parties, they have written down the names of the people they would want to buy their vote in order to give them money. That's what, according to her. And then she also dropped a picture to that effect, saying that polling booth agents writing names of those they would want to buy their vote from. I don't know if you write these names, how would they be able to contact them? Okay, but that is it. And then we have another report. Here, primary school, Owerri Zukala. INEC arrived early enough by 9 a.m. They have started verification of voters' card. No violence for now, but because of safety, according to this reporter, I didn't take pictures. That the reporter says there will be more information coming from Nnemedo Justina Owerri Zukala, Ward 1, our independent reporters. Owerri Zukala Ward 1, and that's for Anambra South Senatorial District. We got that report. We also have in Osumenyi Ward 2, Newi South. Okay, it's a kind of clash between two political parties, but the party canvassers, they are quarreling over each other. I won't be able to really call the parties by name, but there are two political parties. We are told that they are quarreling, and their canvassers, they are also quarreling. And we don't know what they are quarreling over. And then saying that vote buying is somehow going on among these political parties, about 5,000 naira per vote. And you are saying that there's need for us to highlight this and preach against it. You are saying this is happening in Osumenyi Ward 2, Newi South. All right, but you are not able to give us the polling units. So because we know that it cannot happen in the entire ward. It will only happen in a particular polling unit. So we'll also be expecting the polling unit where you say this is happening. Okay. We also
have a report from Okija. According to this report, voting materials arrived at Ward 4 Umofo Okija by 10:35 a.m. By 10:35 a.m. That's when voting materials arrived at Ward 4, Umofo Okija. We have more reports coming from Okija, but of course, in no time, we're going to have some more reporters calling to tell us what is happening at the different polling units that they are covering.
It's not easy. Let's go back to the phone lines. Good morning. Good morning. You're welcome.
Hello?
You are on. Please go on.
Hello, good morning.
All right, please go on. We are waiting. We are listening.
Hello?
All right, try and call us back. We have said many times that once you call in, phone to Guinea read. Please go on. We are listening. We are, hearing what you are saying. Can you happy name? Hello, and then we'll be. It sounds as if that we are actually talking. Or, all right.
All right, you can now put a call across. The numbers are 0803 221 6973 or 0803 827 6694. Like Tony said earlier, you can call in to engage us. What have you seen? What would you want to be changed? And of course, that's when we talk about recommendations going forward and all of those.
All right, let's go back to the phone lines. Good morning. You're welcome.
Hello?
You're welcome.
Good morning. Can you hear us now?
Good morning, yes.
Go ahead. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm from Joseph. I'm calling from Moba.
Wagabani Joseph. Can you name on Moba Kita?
I'm was 10 Moba by Kudu Street.
Okay. What 10? Can you name
I came around to 8. So maybe I need to So where there cancel vote. Where someone exactly 8:30 you every day. So I was there 6 minutes to 8:30. Exactly 8:30. I go there and vote, and everybody was coming there and vote. As of now, everywhere is basically out of 8:30, 9 o'clock. Almost 20-30 people have voted. So everywhere is calm, and that mobile was 10 by Kudu Street, phase 1. So everywhere is calm now. People are coming. Immediately you are created, you vote. If you are created, you vote immediately.
Okay.
So everywhere is peaceful. Vote, police, everything, there is no issue for that place now.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for that report on MOBA. I think we didn't hear any incident of vote buying in that area. So saying that everything is going smoothly. So it's a good report. When we see one, we will recommend, or we commend one, and also recommend that other polling units take up what's happened in the polling unit you reported from. Everything is going on smoothly. So I'm on the election now. Foreigners know a mock election based on what's going to happen in November. But then when you say it's mock, in what context? Or are you talking about it on the context of INEC based on their preparation? I guess if you mean INEC preparation, probably you may be right. Good morning. You're welcome.
Hello, good morning.
You're welcome. It's good to have you.
Yeah, I'm going to be one of us tomorrow.
Okay, Balogi Darwin, you're welcome. Dalo.
I'm Roman, I'm a from Army Barracks, Ward 9.
Army Barracks, Ward 9. 025. All right. Okay. Go on.
So, I don't know where you can the Parlogi. And the accreditation and voting at the same time. As a member who will vote during Mutaba. But I am not very, very orderly. Most of them will chance, but wherever we have a check, I go vote to home. Manamu, I am a shop, not other way. But in my car, never had you very, very orderly. You may back in I will go about the three voting units ever, 100 peaceably and orderly. So I command and for this one. I didn't know this election, and this is November. I am a can not only Afro, where Marco talk to you. So, then you can.
All right, thank you so much. 025 Ward 9 Army Barrack. Everything is going on smoothly. No hitch or hitches of anything. That's commendable anyway, if you ask me. Let's take another report. Good morning, you're welcome.
Good morning, Olisa Mbeki.
You're welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I'm on this morning, Onitsha Law Spread.
FM Onitsha.
The other active, CRA.
Okay.
So I had the affected landing in the voting data. But I just think that I'm so much I say now, and the more than you put on our golf. And it's a good one that's not our golf. But like I hear you giving a data because the election data is not the election to compare what is going to happen in November 8th. Because I net is at the Athenian and I still learn a funny more. But if I not do this, I team of money November 8th. I don't see that in that particular day. Because of that day, the main election I win. It's a minor election. So I net nothing here. Mana Boscan, how am I net to know? Because today, I net to keep complete and find a funny election, everything will be clear. One of the free and one of the then I hope then I am more. But down here, a lot of media activity. I will breathe. I will a lot of challenges. And you ask yourself, why is this challenge not coming today? So that we correct it on November 8th. The challenges will not come. But November 8th, there are a lot of challenges coming. And the boss is full of family to handle. That you see them, they know what they are doing. Because often they want this problem now, they'll start corrupting. When I have no problem today. But you know, when I said there's no problem, a lot of things may make mistakes. That's not like problem. It's not going to happen. They're not even allow it. I'm going to say what they will cancel it. If the government, confusion, that day of election of another election, we will see them in a different form. So, guys, can the top of the so hope the next one, like this one, kind of look bridge, technology bridge, was Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Let's also take another message from Aligo Mau, who is standing by. Good morning. Hello, good morning, Aligo.
Primary school, Anita. We have inside this primary school, we have 2 polling units, and all of them still were 10, 001 and 013. I've also covered another polling unit right here in Omoba, 010. In this particular place, Omoba Primary School, you have joint registered voters of about 1,700 persons. The turnout here impressive. Why I say impressive, we may not really get up to 50% turnout of registered voters, but the enthusiasm is what I'm looking at, and I think it's what I'm enjoying here. This particular place, people are enthusiastic. They turned out well, and they are enjoying what is happening here. Still, like every other place we've covered today, atmosphere peaceful, no voters harassment, no free. I can't see anybody chasing anybody away. Only those things we talked about, the concerns we raised earlier. But aside it, things are smooth here. And we hope that it will continue like this. Of course, Beavers asking the polling officers, the Beavers working out well, and let's hope that it will continue to work well to the time of transmission of results. So far, so good. This place was 10. Is going on well.
All right, thank you so much, Ali Gumau. 110 on mobile 001 and 0013. 013 and 001. Everything in these 2 polling units, they seems to be working very well. No hitches, no beavers malfunctioning, and there is orderliness. The conduct, the atmosphere is something, according to you, that speaks volume of the conduct so far. Thank you so much, Ali Gumau.
Thank you. Back to the studio.
All right, thank you so much. Let's go straight to the phone lines. We have a call. Good morning, you're welcome. Hello, are you there? You are on. We are going back to our studio lines. Are you there? Or probably you don't know you are on. You are not talking. Probably, I don't know. But on a Fugoko's wedding, everything I got the car. She has to work here. Good morning. Hello, good morning. You're welcome.
Yeah. Am I up to Udala Radio?
You are well. You are at the right spot.
Thank you very much. I am Buchi.
Hello, Buchi, we can hear you.
Yeah, I'm calling right now from Omoba.
Omoba. What 10? That's Omoba. Polling unit what?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, I need help from you, please. I need you to educate me. I used to reside at house in Fege. So now, 2 years ago, I am no more there. I'm living now at Omoba. Yeah, I used to vote at house in Fege there. So, but I don't know where to go to carry out to make sure I'll be able to be voting in Omoba here.
All right, you asked a question. We are going to reply you quickly because we also have another report to take. Were you able to do transfer during the continuous voter exercise that INEC conducted?
No, the last election I voted at house in Fege.
I got that.
So there was no need to transfer. Now that I'm here now.
You are in Omoba
I
now?
have voted. Yes, sir.
But did you do transfer of your polling booth? You have to do that during the continuous.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking. Where do I do it?
The time has gone. It was during the last exercise when INEC conducted CVR, continuous voters registration exercise. They asked those who would want transfer to come forward so that they will be able to relocate their polling booth to wherever they may have relocated to.
Right.
So there was a time for that, so it has passed.
Does it mean that I won't vote to the November election?
I don't know, unless INEC gives a grace to also allow for such exercise. If they do not do it, it means you will vote, but you go and vote at housing, Fege, not in Omoba where you're staying now.
All right, sir. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much.
Also, we have a report from Chinyere Miko. She says at the crowd at polling unit 2, Ward 4, is so much, and the POs and APOs are highly pressured under the hot sun, and due to the line jumping, the process is so slow. She reported already that there's been some sort of fracas over there because people are not, following due process, and it's hindering the election process. And I do not know how else to beg Nigerians to help us. Let us help them to help us. If you stay in line, it's smoother. When it gets to your turn, you vote. But when you keep jumping the line, it's going to bring about a delay from the arrangement and all of the back and forth. Please.
All right, just like you heard it, Biko Ndebanye, Anya Chokwa Kebido war against indiscipline again, came in 1983. Iga never out to vote. Why would we be coming from the south? Oh, when done a special privilege, the elderly and the disabled, the Ima, the Nahama who want to now, and even those who were these are people given privileges to just go on and cast their vote without necessarily being on the queue. But outside these people, because they need for us to stand on the queue. And just like we have a live development, and we can see is important. We understand that this is an exercise going on here in Onitsha, and I can tell you that the accreditation is ongoing. I can see the video even live on our social media handle. The accreditation is ongoing. People are keyed up peacefully, and this should be somewhere around the OPC road. And I can see the peaceful exercise. I can see the peaceful conduct. I can tell you that people are comporting themselves properly, and nobody's jumping the queue, as I can see here. And then the INEC officials are doing their work. and they are being accredited, and the ones accredited, they are voting simultaneously as well. So we commend those who are at these polling units here in Okosi Road, and the exercise is a wonderful one. People are cooperating with officials, and I can see how peaceful the exercise is at this very place. Okay, it's a good development over there. Remember, the process is still on in some other places, and we also want reports. Let's go back to the phone line. Good morning. Yeah, welcome. It's good to have you. Oh, so sorry. Una need re rochi ifa. Do you know why na akpokwa ifa? We couldn't get where rochi on a jam. On your boy ibi akpo. I'm an uncholi kusioku. We give you the opportunity. Good morning.
Good morning, Chief Dr. Tony Olisa Mbeki.
You're welcome. You're welcome. It's good to have you.
My name is Ogochuku, all the way from Udi, Enugu State. Can I go on?
Oh no, Ogochuku, go on. Enugu are to vote.
I know. I want to use this opportunity to commend the good people of Anambra State for trooping out a mass to come and exercise their franchise. I'm so glad. I'm so happy. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much. We've got some messages on our social media, and I don't know. Austin Ezudo says, a wonderful morning to you, sir. I commend your effort bringing us the latest information. Bravo, my honorable speaker. Thank you so much for your commendation. We've also got other persons there. Or the Naka Egon who says, good morning, Dr. Tony Olisa Mbeki. You're doing very wonderful this morning. At least you are just saying it the way it is, and that should be the way it should be, and not the other way around. Sebastian Atbigbe, he says, the last arrival of the INEC in some of the wards or units could probably be that way. Could be probably be that they are just waking up at that time. Very unfortunate. Nigerian politics. Is it a election or selection? You're asking that question, but it's always election. But we know that the process is not perfect, and we are hoping for near perfect situation. Keep your comments coming, and keep your commendations, and also keep your recommendations and your suggestions, observations. Keep them coming. Ya be far up on easy. Ipu okwa, She's some chinedu. Onye si na ikwu okwu adị easy ya bịa kwukene ka ifo. Onwekwa ife a na-eme n'ụwa adị easy. A na-eme ya iche na ọ dị easy. Ya taa, ọ dịrọkwa na easy. Ọlụ anyị na-alụ bụ anyị na-agba ọsọ eluigwe.
Onye ka ikene? Good morning.
You're welcome.
Good morning.
You're welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You Nathaniel Odapo.
Odapo.
You're welcome.
Odapo, yes. Nathaniel.
Go on.
Although cannot under INEC. Although not under INEC. Although not have I may go sure not gonna keep time. 10 sharp 10 hand or do not pulling unit. Although not under nada to our home. Ya kwenya na van yeku ya mene opụta ọ na-eme ka ọ jọmpọ ka o buru onye bụ ụzọ tụọ akwụkwọ ihe ndị a na-etile ihe a na-eme mana ọ bụ na ndị INEC ewepụtakwa ezigbote aka na-ekipụ taịm na-eme ihe a chọrọ ka eme elections ndị a ga-atụ n'ihu ga-adị mma mana ọ bụ ghara na ha were wuruwuru na-eme ọ ga-adị njọ ọzọ mmadụ ndị na-anara ego atọ akwụkwọ ga-enara John 10,000 naira ga-atọrọ Anthony ihe na-akpọ Lord of Lectures ga-ejide gị ọ ga-enwude gị tata nwude gị ezi. That is my comment. Thank you.
All right, that's a good one for me, and then you captured everything. Good morning.
Good morning.
You're welcome.
Suggestion.
Okay. Your name again?
Henry, Mr. Jerry.
Henry, to vote to ta.
I'm preparing to go there. I just want to learn about different things. I'm going to have an acoustic and go down there. You know, you have always preached this good news about strong institution and people will tell you mindset. You have always advocated for strong institution. What am I saying here? If you you say here and tell people, be going to go on the line, be going to that is mindset applying here. But if you say, people, get the police, INEC, get the police to do their work, that is some institution. Am I correct, Doc?
Go on.
I think I'm correct. So the police will go there and do their work. Stop appealing to people. Because this could be a strategy from a political opponent where they have seen your numerical strength, your voting strength is on the high side. They come in there to disrupt the process. I think they delay it, they disrupt it, and make sure you don't get what you want at the end of the day. It could be a strategy. That is what I'm saying. So please to do their work. Some institutions are not appealing to people. Appealing to people is just simply a mindset.
All right,
okay?
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Suggestions and observations, keep them coming, and we are listening. I know again, Aquanona. Ewetalo, onye nke ewetalo, atụkwa ya bụ na ya bụ ife na-adị mma. Anyị pụtakwa anyị na anyị na-ekenekwa isi anyị na-ekenekwa ife iPhone nekwa ife ndị mmadụ na-ekwu ọ bụrụ na a na-atụ ala a na-eme ya ọ ga-adị mma. Ịghọta, the idea bụ ka ya bụ ife dị mma. Onye pụta ifro onye ọbụla ndị mmadụ họpụtara n'ife niile a na-azụ na ga-adị accountable to the people. N'ihi na ndị mmadụ wepụtara ya ọbụla ya wepụtara onwe ya ọbụla ndị select few ndị agboro ndị na-ebibi ma na mmadụ n'ihi. We will not allow them. We will not allow them. We could never allow them. As the evil tries when the good ones remain dormant, do nothing. They just, when you do nothing, it's not about complaining. Criticism is one of the most cheapest thing. Talk is cheap. Man, block wouldn't cheap because honestly not the cheap. Yeah, say so toto. Can you be dibia na abafa? Man, ask the John what dibia for or Jenna John for Megine or Boajon Brugo. Man, akita dibia na abafa only the roke joya for manafaga abajafa. All right, that's the on a lighter note. Man, I don't serious. Bruno Naga. Let's take another call. Good morning. You're welcome.
Good morning.
You're welcome. It's good to have you.
Turn on the volume on your radio, sir. There is an infraction coming from there.
I'm not with my radio.
Must be the network then. Go ahead.
My suggestion on the football is the area that I'm going. For my own suggestion, I foresee November is coming up now. I foresee let them try keep security to all this INEC office very well. Because when you are looking at nowadays now, I thought at Udala last time, all those INEC officers, they are just friends with all these party agents. So when they are come to you that they give us food, we will pay you money. They do in front of all these INEC officers there, and nobody can hold them. What we need now is that when security comes, all these party agents, that you shift, let them know people come close to where we are footing. So all these things will be easy for us. People who want food, go food. If you give them money, they food for what they want food for. You go everything that as they want. Not the same because someone could just come to you now and say, vote for me. In front of a party, front of INEC officer. They are see everything that they do. They can't control anything there. So please, if they want to do it, let them just not allow all those parties to come close where the people are vote again. If you give them money, then vote for where they want vote for. Not be by force to vote for you. That's my own option. Thank you.
All right, that's your own commendation, and also you are recommending that issue of vote buying be something we must stamp out. More than this electoral offense commission, they will be able to be well trained to go after those that are buy vote to negative vote, and this agency I won't under any political influence because under any political influence. Because anything so it will not be under any political influence. I don't know the electoral offenses commission and you could again or a particular influence or a particular person. All right, I'll be handing over the baton to Chisom Chinedu, who will be taking over from me. And I know it has not been easy, but I don't know how she's gonna spice up the whole thing because him go for kamu wa jepu na field fifa na na field o jego na field bata kwoko si wefo kamu wa jepana kamfo na anya malo ki fesi ga malo kan de ba isi we pota we na me fifa kwasile me. All right, I'll take it bow now and then she will take over the baton from me.
Well, it's been an exciting time out in the field and back in the studio. What I have to say is that it's part of the process, all right? We have to do what we have to do to make sure that we bring you the right information and on the go. Up next would be Udala Lifestyle Show, and you know how we do it, lots of good music. I think we're going to be playing a lot of music today because what? Let's just play some music and have a beautiful afternoon. It's been all talk. Let's get to the dance floor.